Ladies and gentlemen, our Culture Casino animatronic on the Galactic Star Cruiser is not working. Please enjoy the ride. From the redwoods of California, to the hills of Tennessee, to the Rockies in the Sunshine State and Maine with that bright and shining sea. From coast to coast in North America, it's time for your host with the most, bringing you all the entertainment news that should be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the wdwpro Show! Oh, what's that? You didn't have enough dancing to start off the show? Well, in that case. Let's go, folks. It's a celebration. It's time. Get your dance on out there. If you've got a coffee, drink it. If you've got a soda, that'll work. Water? Not so much. But if you've got anything good, it's time to down it because we are here to celebrate 20K subscribers. Truly, each and every one of you are the electricity that drives this all. We are nearing 200 people on a Saturday at 6 p.m. Can you believe it? Getting ready to have a giant celebration. I am excited. We're going to cover the news as well, but we're also going to have a very good time today. All right, let's start bringing in some folks here, starting with Jonas J. Campbell, investigative reporter over at That Park Place. Jonas, congratulations on being the producer and helping us achieve this 20K goal. We thought we would perhaps never reach this number, but we've done it in less than 6 months. And I know that we're looking at the next milestone and sort of feeling this way. But Jonas, I believe in us. I believe in us. I hope the audience does as well. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. I thought we weren't going to do the face reveal until at least 25K.
We are not going to do the face reveal until at least 25K because we don't want people to react this way.
It looked like this.
Thank you, Jonas. I wasn't planning that, but that made my day to be able to segue into that clip. Thank you so much.
We got a bunch of people in the back and more by the minute.
Well, let's get this party going, man. Pull them in. Let's go.
All right. First of all, we have Steven JFG or Fat Steven JFG, depending on how he feels that day. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Doing awesome. Also, from Views with Hughes, is Hughes.
Hey, everyone.
Hey,
looking beautiful.
The lovely and talented Arwen Avalon is here, folks.
Hey, y'all. How are you doing? I love
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And also the man, the myth, the legend, Andrew, Caffeinated Wolf.
I don't know about legend or myth, but definitely man. So we'll just stick with that.
Man.
Thanks for having me.
Love it. And the walking encyclopedia of all things Gilmore Girls, Lorne Connor.
Hey, look at that. Wait a minute. Gilmore Girls.
And Star Wars.
You learn something new every day.
Was that an outing right now?
I grew up in Stars Hollow.
You do know.
All right. And I believe we've got one more in the backstage too, Jonas.
Well, looky here. It's a man on the road on a mission. It's Culture Casino.
Somebody kick up the on the road again.
Yeah, indeed. And let me tell you, it's fun headed back from Dallas. Lots of good times had. But I just wanted to pop in here real quick because I don't want to do anything dangerous and just say congratulations, Pro. You're amazing. You've been meteoric in your success, and I don't anticipate it'll slow down anytime soon. So congratulations, my friend, and to everybody on this panel, because I'm sure Pro will let you know you're part of it too. Thanks a lot.
Now,
Pro.
culture. Before you go, now don't just leave quite yet. I don't want you to be. Oh my God! But Stephen, I believe, has something prepared for you. Stephen, could you give us just a 5-second, just a preview without the audio? Stephen, could you pull that up, please?
I can give you the preview with a little bit of audio, but it will be no music.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
All right.
All right,
Viewer
just hang
discretion is
tight,
advised.
Culture. You're going to enjoy this. I promise.
Hi, Valiant.
Hey, Valiant Renegade out there as well. Probably signing in from the boat. All right, waiting on Steven. Steven, you got it here?
I'm
You got it
sorry. Here you go.
Let me just say, okay, here we go.
So this is going to be the intro, and I will stop it when it doesn't get any more.
All right. What do we have here, folks? What do we have here? Feel free to talk over this audio, folks, so we're not.
Yes, you
monetized
can. The music.
immediately.
Yes. The
I
music.
think I had this in a
Is that
dream.
Culture's Closet? Is that what that is?
I love it already.
The animal print looks right.
Show her to me. Show me the princess.
Oh no.
Oh God. All right.
All right, so that's a good preview. We'll come back to it. But Culture, needless to say, there's going to be a lot of fun during the video today as we explore this video that you gave us right here.
It will
So
be
this
a
is the
short.
video you sent. And
Oh,
actually,
boy.
folks, if you're out there in the audience and if you have the skills, we've put that on Twitter. And you're free to take that and meme that. We're actually having a memeology competition right now. Respond to my tweet featuring Culture Casino Dancing. And I'm interested all the places that we might put Culture and show him at the end of the video. So Culture, thank you so much for sending that. It's going to be a great time.
Bro, you treat your friends so strangely.
Hey, well, Culture knows who he works with. That's the problem.
I appreciate all of you, and I still consider you wonderful friends. So congratulations again, bro. I wish I could stay and hang out, but I need to pay attention. So thanks.
All right,
Love
Culture, eyes on the road, and thank you for stopping by.
You
Pro,
betcha. Wouldn't have missed it.
we have breaking news. Pro Culture has banned everyone from the Late Night Culture Review chat on Twitter. So everyone has been kicked out now. So it's gonna be
I
a
mean, it's
lonely
kind of
show.
deserving at
This
this
is
point.
chat.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now this is going to drive me wild having the way the setup is. So let me fix this real quick. We're going to move, and Hughes goes off camera as soon as I do this. I got to have all my camera peeps on top. I like that better. It gives me a little balance to it. All right, so
You're welcome.
guys, welcome aboard to the 20K celebration. We're going to have a good time, of course. We're also going to break news, talk about news, analyze the news, everything that should be fun. That's what we do here. We have over 250 people in the chat at this moment. What a joy it is to have each and every one of you here with us. And especially when we're doing this at a time we don't normally, 6 p.m. on a Saturday. So happy to have each one of you aboard. Now, we're also going to be doing some giveaways, some prizes, some fun today. So get ready for that. Hang tight. We're going to get there. And let's say around the 7 p.m. mark, you guys want to hang in there for that. That's when we're going to start doing some of those prize giveaways. We're going to have quite a bit of fun. Also, need to make a quick announcement to everybody out there. You're going to find that we have a significant number of new emojis to celebrate 20K. So everybody out there who is a member of the channel, start exploring. Check out the new emojis that are available to you. And we're actually going to have some fun, too, the rest of this week celebrating 20K. So there's some more surprises on the way. But there are at least 3 new emojis for you. And we are going to just we're going to rock it. So without
Can I jump
Yes.
in here and point out we actually have a new member today, and that is Kim Clements.
hey, get ready with those emojis, Kim.
And also, Brewing Sailor sent in a member chat. Congrats on 20K, Pro. Here's to another 20K and more.
And let me say this too: the Brewing Sailor had a goal, I believe, that is very reachable. I don't know that I have permission to say what his goal is for the end of the year, but folks, if you could put out there the link for the Brewing Sailor in the chat, I bet that we can get the Brewing Sailor close to his full year goal that he started off in January with, if we just go and subscribe. And also, the Brewing Sailor covers non-alcoholic beers. And if you have anybody in your friends list, in your zone, your family, who maybe they struggle with alcohol, maybe they're trying not to drink at all, or whatever the case may be, I think the Brewing Sailor has something fantastic ready to go, and that is covering that at a level that you don't find. And I would recommend his channel to anybody who's trying to drink less, trying to find alternatives, etc. So give the Brewing Sailor a sub. I think you will enjoy the content greatly.
Plus, he seems like a good fellow.
Nice.
Sure does.
Yep. Member chat from me, but I'm going to leave off all the fluff there. The like button said I reminded them of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Can someone please smash it? Slade Wilson. Hey, buddy, for $5. Thank you very much for the super chat. The growth is well-deserved. Congratulations today. I'll just say scat upon Disney Broomers.
Scat. Scat, I say.
Agreed.
Thank you, Slade.
Stephen Oldham. Oldham or Oldham? I'm going to go with Oldham. Congrats on 20K subs, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
It's a wonderful thing to have it.
And Tommy,
he's great.
I never know what to say. Tommy Tables, member for 2 months at the VI Pro level. I've heard a rumor that George Lucas is buying WDWPro's channel.
That seems viable.
You know what, Tommy? I know what you're up to over there.
I have it on good authority.
Trying to start trouble.
Oh, dame yo.
Hey! Good Lord! Name of all that's sacred?
That's how I feel as I watch Tommy try to pull us back into the drama. No, sir, we will not.
Not today, Satan.
Not today.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, Pro, though. If George Lucas came calling, I might need to leave this simple life behind.
Hold on, before you go to that next one, I do want to say this. So Tommy is one of our VI Pro members. That's the highest level membership. VI Pro members, for those of you who are watching, go to the subscriber and the community page on WDW Pro, of course, in a different tab. Don't leave the video, but go check it out because we are giving you guys some free 20K celebration swag, and that's to our VI Pro members. Nothing needed, and it's the stuff we're going to be giving away also to other individuals during the stream today. But if you are a VI Pro member, you're automatically getting free swag. Go check out the details on how to receive your swag. All right.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Olaf Van S. Hello, Olaf. I long for the days when we used to just end up on the same stream chat over and over and over again all day long. Happy close to 21K, guys. Love the atmosphere, the panel members, and meeting or making many of my friends here. This will be a fun stream, I bet. Dude, thank you very much for that sentiment. And I do feel like you're a friend here, Olaf. Not just a guy who chats, but like this is totally. You're welcome here on any channel I go on. Oh, and it's Pro's channel too.
One of the cool things about this is the community that we're building. That's intentional, and that's something we're going to continue building. It's beyond just having people show up and passively watch a video. Now, that's fine if that's what you want to do. There's no issue there at all. But part of building this community is, for example, we've been doing these member spotlights where if you are a member of the channel, we're trying to give you a full-on interview. Those who are interested, we want to shine a light on those of you out there who are doing your own YouTube channels. We want to promote you. We're trying to bring in other channels and support them, just like with the Brewing Sailor. A rising tide lifts all boats, and we're looking for quality people. That's really the big thing to me. I want to help everybody I can. I want to help the quality people out there who are not getting the help otherwise, and I just think that's the way to go. I don't know of anything. Well, maybe there's a couple of things like, when you talk about familial relationships, raising a child, but up there in the stratosphere of things that give meaning to life is helping others. And I just, this is the way to go. And I think we'll have a beautiful community and a beautiful channel. And it's something we can be proud of. If we do 20K and we're not paying attention to the people who make that possible, if we reach 20K and we're just negative all the time, or we're out there putting out false stories or what have you, then it's all for naught. It's worthless. But if we put out 20K and we lift people up and we make days better, and we cover the news in an honest way that the mainstream media can't stand but have to cover the next day for that reason, well, I think that's worthwhile.
Agreed. And Pro and I had this conversation on the back end. I've helped a lot of YouTube channels over the year, not in this space. So don't worry about that, anyone in this particular area. But I've helped a lot of people on YouTube for a very long time. And one of the conversations I had with Pro was sometimes when you have large numbers of subscribers, you don't get to select the people who you resonate with. But that has not been, well, let's say that you can't just pick a swath of, say, 1 million people and then not have a few crazies in there, right? You don't choose the quality. But the quality of subscribers that we have on this channel and the people that keep coming back and keep being uplifting here, I've been shocked at the intelligence, the good nature. It's just awesome. I love it. It's a great crowd that we have.
And while we're giving out the shout outs at this time, celebrating 20K, it's a massive milestone. It's all due to the people on this panel. It's all due to the people watching right now. Everybody's a part of this. But we want to give a special shout out. And I mean this very seriously. And we may clip this and use this not in any kind of monetized way, but simply as maybe like put it on the trailer for returning members or something on the channel's main site. But we need to give a major shout out to our sources. And that's not something we do very often. We mention them briefly as part of the coverage that we're doing. But we have a number of people, and that number continues to grow, who are willing to put themselves on the line, to stick their neck out, in order to share with us what's going on in entertainment, to help all of you stay ahead of the culture curve. And if it weren't for those individuals, I hesitate to say that I would have even reached 10K. So I want to give a special shout out to those sources and be a little bit more specific than usual. I'll give you one example. We had someone almost at the birth of the channel. Now, everybody knows probably that I've been doing this for years at this point. I did it on particular forums. I did it for Clownfish. I did it for Pirates and Princesses, That Marketplace, etc. Doing all these sources and bringing these rumors that would then come to fruition out. But at the birth of this channel, I don't know how this happened, but we had somebody who their connections just are amazing, and they reached out and said, "I'd love to share with you, stuff as I get it," and explained, who they were and their position, and we verified their identity, and suddenly, we had scoops that you couldn't believe. We'll talk about one of those in a moment. And then there was another situation, and then Jonas was involved in this, where we had an individual who's connected at the highest levels with a major company that we often cover, and reached out and said, "Hey, people are unhappy, people that are household names, and I'd like to share that with you." We've had other individuals. Right now, I'm talking with someone who is highly, highly connected with a video game company, and would like to do, long format conversations about it. And we're trying to figure out how to make that happen. I want to give a huge shout out to the sources who make all this possible. To such a large degree, I am a conduit to their goodwill to the audience to bring out what's happening. And we'll be talking about that in just a moment with the Zelda movie, which, by the way, was one of the very first things we talked about, announcing the Nintendo Cinematic Universe on this channel, probably in its first week of existence. And now it's all being verified. So that's great. Before we get into it, this goes out to all of our members, all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, all of our panelists, to everybody out there who makes this thing work. And because I have to do it, and everybody over there at Disney and Lucasfilm and Activision.
You egg-sucking piece of gutter trash.
Totally different, folks. Different reaction. All right, now I've been talking too long. Before we get into the main topic, panelists, take it away. Where do you think we're going in entertainment over the next 20K? What's going to happen as we approach changes? Better, worse? What's happening?
50,000 more Disney thumbnails. My God.
Yeah.
Well,
Who's got hope for the entertainment industry?
I actually have a little bit, especially for the video I've shared, I got a glimmer of hope for like if these rumors are true with the whole Lucasfilm thing and everything. If George Lucas does come back, I wouldn't mind seeing something like him like doing like a Bob Iger kind of role thing and everything where he oversees it and he's the main CEO and Jon Favreau runs the show and stuff. Also, I do apologize, wdwpro. I forgot to congratulate you for the 20K subscribers. So here's cheers to you.
What are you drinking in that glass? Views? What are you drinking in that glass?
I just realized I just drank soy sauce. I'm having sushi.
That's rough.
Fantastic.
Hey, before we get going too hard right now, I do want to say thank you to two people in particular. There's been a mod that has been here at almost every show. That's D-Bud Martin. I hope you're listening. I know you're busy tonight. I wanted to say thank you, but also to Big Daddy MRI, who is running the back end today. Thank you very much. And he says, listen, it's calling you. Hear it? It's that like button. It wants you to smash it. It's free, and it makes me look good. Okay, go hit it anyways. But thank you both, Big Daddy MRI and D-Bud Martin. And
let's say this
really
too.
Appreciate it.
Big Daddy MRI has a perfect name for a future commercial. And I'm just pondering what we could do with an MRI commercial. There's got to be some real fun to be had in that. So get ready. I'm sure it's on the way not too long from now. But what is absolutely here at this time, and wait a minute, I believe we have a celebrity joining us, I believe. Hang tight, guys.
I'm already here.
Let's make sure that we're ready to go. Optimus Prime, are you ready?
I'm sorry, but you mispronounced my name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Optimus Pride.
Optimus Pride. That's right. That's right. I had forgotten that lately you've switched. Let's just say you've switched exhaust ports. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well,
oh no,
I found myself feeling out of place in this body, so I transformed myself into Optimus Pride.
I see. So, but you're still, I assume, a truck of some sort.
I'm very brave and stunning still, yes.
Yes, you are a brave and stunning truck.
Do you still tuck your bumblebees?
Yes. Tuck and roll out.
Now, wait a minute. Optimus Pride. I don't know. Have you been contacted by NASCAR yet? I hear there may be an opportunity for you.
Oh, is that racing thing?
It's the racing thing. It's less exciting than what you're used to, but now that you're Optimus Pride, you're running for a different goal.
Isn't racing a little racist?
I think everything is, apparently.
They do wave a flag at the start, though, so there's an opportunity there.
Oh, is it a prideful flag?
With you there, I'm sure.
Very much so.
This is fabulous.
I'm joining the Decepticons.
I'm joining the GoBots.
They had all the
I'm
cool
joining. I'm going with you, Lauren.
Oh, bunch of bigots.
All right, guys. Well, now that we have Optimus Pride, I feel confident that we can tackle this topic. So let's get straight into it. This was supposed to come out when we were doing the Pro Show Thursday. We couldn't get to it because of all the Star Wars news, but this is coming to us from MovieWeb. Jerry McKenzie, the Legend of Zelda movie, reportedly greenlit. Ha! I see what you did there. After Super Mario Brothers movie success. The Legend of Zelda, a video game franchise, is reportedly making its way to the big screen following the success of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Here's what it says. Reports have emerged suggesting that Universal and Illumination are currently engaged in negotiations to bring The Legend of Zelda to the big screen. Building on the massive success of the Super Mario Brothers movie, the studios are actively collaborating with Nintendo to kickstart the development of a feature film centered around the video game franchise. These rumors gained traction after being discussed on a recent episode of The Hot Mic with Jeff Snyder and John Roca. I think I preceded that by a little bit. It is believed that if the deal goes through, this project would mark a major milestone for Illumination, positioning it as a significant player in the realm of video game adaptations.
I'm sorry, you lost me back at Hot Mic. Positioning.
I have to pause here for just a
traction.
Ren Garcia sent in their
Holy
first
moly.
super chat. Thank you so much, Ren. If you meant to put anything in there, just at me right here or tag Pro or me or whatever. I'll be paying attention to the chat. Thank you so much. That's super generous. Thank you.
Absolutely, and we need to show our appreciation to Ren Garcia. So, Ren Garcia, if you are able to do so, send us. Well, I'll get Jonas to reach out to you in a little bit, and we'll come up with a way to do that. But I want to give you the same prize that we've given away to the VI Pro level members out there. VI Pro level members are receiving a special commemorative 20K item. We'll also be giving that away later in the show as a prize, and so I think you're highly deserving of that. Thank you so much for such a wonderful gift. And if you have a message linked with it, please tag Jonas, because we think
you're the one who's out of this world, sweet baby. You're the one who's out of this world.
And that's not even with Mexican Iron Man here to have to suffer through that. All right, so let's talk about the Zelda situation here, and I just want to hand it over to you guys. What do you think a Zelda movie is going to look like? Are you excited about it? And then also, I'm curious, do you think that we are in for a long delay? Because Chris Pratt actually revealed that this project is currently not being worked on because of the writer's strike. So I'm worried that the NCU is going to be a little bit long in coming, or longer in coming than what I had originally anticipated. Maybe more movies and shows are like that. But let's start with Arwen. What do you think a Zelda movie might look like?
Well, hopefully it'll emulate the Mario movie as far as, sticking to the canon and texture and color and style and all that, because there's no denying the Mario movie did amazing.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping that's the tack that they're going to take. I'm hoping they will take, okay, this is Zelda, this is Nintendo, this is, let's do a family oriented movie. Let's not push anything. Let's not, read between the lines. Let's just keep it as it will. And if they do that, if they follow that blueprint, it's going to be incredible. Because I know for me, I enjoyed the Mario movie, and I enjoyed Mario, but I'm really more of a Zelda fan. I mean, that is, I'm into the fantasy aspect and always have been.
Arwen, what do you love about Zelda?
I love the world that it's in. I love the characters. I do love Zelda. I do love Link. The whole Majora's Mask aspect of one of the games, and it got weird. I mean, some of the games get really weird, but I love the different incarnations that Zelda has gone through. And I love the different, there's like all of the games, there's a different style. There is a style for someone. And I want to see that translate onto the big screen. I mean, okay, let's save the 80s and 90s. Excuse me, princess. Let's keep that one in the past.
We don't talk about that cartoon.
One thing I'll have to say is that one of the games that got real weird is Twilight Princess. And Twilight comes before the night, which of course leads to Midnight's Edge. And welcome, Andre. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here.
What time is it where you are?
It's midnight, so I obviously cannot stay very long. I just wanted to pop in and say congratulations on your amazing success. Well earned.
Well, thank you so much, Andre. I thought you were joining because of Optimus Pride. I thought perhaps you wanted to meet this flamboyant vehicle that has joined the
I don't know what time it is there. All I know is it's 6:30 with that voice, sir. Keep on talking. I, on the other hand, now identify as a Prius, so I must tuck and roll out.
That is fantastic. I shall let go of my acquired dislike of rainbows for this one occasion, because that was awesome.
And glitter.
Well, Andre, I want to give you a shout out, and then we'll keep going around and talk about Zelda, and perhaps, I know you're short on time, I'd love to hear your take. I know that you're more of a Sega aficionado, but I want to give you a huge shout out because you have been completely and utterly magnanimous in sharing your channel and your space and your audience. You are someone who has clearly taken to the opinion that growing others grows yourself, and you have not at all been the type of person or the type of business or channel that has attempted to keep others at bay or keep them below yourself. I am just in awe, and I want the entire audience to know just what a wonderful person you are behind the scenes and how helpful you are. You are growing not only your channel, but an entire orbit of like-minded channels that want to tell the truth and talk about entertainment. And you have carved a path for all of us, and we owe you a huge debt of gratitude. We stand upon your shoulders for whatever little bit we do. And Midnight's Edge is a fantastic place. If anybody out there has not yet subscribed, please do so. Andre, thank you for all that you do for so many across YouTube without ever expecting a thing in return. You just do it because you are a top-notch Norwegian person. Thank you, sir.
Well, thanks for the kind words. I really appreciate that. But I have to give a lot of prop to Tom as well, because Tom is the one who does so much of the outreach, and he's also the one who's really brings this "we can all grow together" attitude. I just happen to fully agree with it, and yeah, maybe I started with it, but Tom is the one that's been carrying it on. So between us, yeah, that's what we do. We do believe that there are rising tide floats all boats, and what's more than that, we all want the same thing. Like all of us different channels, we may have our different squabbles, we may have different things in our opinions, or even coverage and rumors we don't agree with and don't see eye to eye with, and that's perfectly fine. That happens. Fundamentally, we all want the same thing, and that is the preservation of our pop culture, because that is part of our modern day myths and our heritage and what defines us and who we are. And that must be preserved. And that is something that we best do together.
Andre, very well spoken. Did you get a chance to see the little dance intro we did at the beginning of the show? Did you get a chance to see your partner in crime there with the fancy moves and the fire?
Wait, what?
For those of you who missed it, we will play it again at the end. But Tom, we added some special effects to your dancing, although I must say it was already quite special on its own.
I was not asked about
this. According to the comment section, everyone was glad to see your dance moves there.
YouTube is a non-consensual environment.
It seems to be.
I have seen bits and pieces of those clips as they came in, but I've never seen the full edited piece together. So I look forward to checking that out on the replay.
Absolutely. And Andre, before you go, you are a Sega aficionado. We now know that there is a Zelda movie confirmed to be on the way.
Yeah, I believe you said something along those lines months ago, didn't you? So hashtag wdwpro was right.
Absolutely. Well, we try, and we gave a huge shout out to the sources. They are they put themselves into situations all the time where they have to trust us to be honest and to protect them. But Andre, when it comes to the video game franchises now rising into the stratosphere of cinema, what are some franchises that you would like to see, either Nintendo or Sega or otherwise? What are some franchises that you think are primed to appear on the big screen?
Well, first of all, I'm really happy for the success of Nintendo because, again, I believe a rising tide floats all boats. So this is not the time to continue petty squabbles from the childhood about Sega versus Nintendo. Now is a matter of comic book movies has wavered. We can now do something else. I'm very happy for the success of Super Mario. I'm very happy to see Zelda being done and hopefully be done justice. Now, all of Nintendo's properties, they're perfect for the children and family market. And so are some of Sega's properties. But where I think that Sega can really stand out as is to be that little bit more edgy thing. right? For instance, we already have Sonic out there, but Sega is also developing with Lionsgate Streets of Rage from the same guys behind the scenes who are doing the John Wick franchise. Yes, Views with Hughes, I saw your reaction there. This is coming from the director of John Wick. Comes Streets of Rage from Lionsgate. How awesome is that?
That is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see who they cast.
That is what Sega can do, right? That is exactly where they should be in the market. So other franchises that I'm excited for that Sega has, it's obviously Streets of Rage. A personal favorite of mine as a Conan aficionado is Golden Axe. I mean, there you have the perfect thing, right? Granted, you can't do Conan, but you can do Conan under another name. And what was Golden Axe, if not that? I mean, look at one of the three characters. It's Conan with an axe rather than a sword. That's pretty much it, right? I also think they can do sci-fi with Vector Man. That would be perfect for animation.
I was gonna throw in Vector Man as a little fun deep cut. That's I can't believe
Edgy
you remember
Wally.
Vector Man.
You do Edgy Wally, and that's Vector Man right there.
Vector Man, for those of you who don't know, was it was Sega's answer to Donkey Kong Country. They both went to war with each other trying to do pre-rendered CGI graphics on 16-bit systems, and Vector Man is the lesser known, but that was Sega's attempt to try to counter the beautiful graphics that Donkey Kong Country had.
Game's
it
hard
came
as hell.
so late in
So
the
hard.
lifestyle that few people are aware of. But honestly, that was a technological masterpiece. The game is fantastic, and visually, I mean, it's right up there with PlayStation 1, some of those things. It's unbelievable what they were able to pull out of the hardware, which was designed in 1987, like more than a decade earlier, or actually, well, the game Vector Man came out in 95. The hardware is from 87, but still they were able to do some amazing things with it. So yeah, and of course, an Outrun. Imagine an Outrun.
Yes.
How cool would that be? Like vintage, driving a Ferrari and everything, with in LA before it turned to shit, driving across there with the music and everything. I mean, there's so many things you can do with Sega properties.
So Andre, I know this is not Sega, but and I don't know how the rights would be handled. I don't know how you could get the rights to do this. But is it not time for a movie to go full Shrek style with the superhero genre and give us Earthworm Jim?
Yes,
That would be
I agree
amazing.
completely. I mean, the Earthworm Jim animated series, that's like one of the best animated series out there, period. And I wish that they would do like a proper Blu-ray release of that. They could, as it is right now. The best thing you have is like a fan upscale to 720p, and it looks absolutely glorious. The humor is spot on. It still holds up. And the beauty is that the voice of Earthworm Jim is Dan Castellaneta. He's still out there, so he could do it again for an animated movie. I agree. That's something that could be really, really cool. I'd be all over an Earthworm Jim movie.
Well, while we've got you here, I just wanted to point out there's this question that seems to be aware of your stakeholder capitalism video. Pro, will you or Andre do a video about Japan being infected by ESG and affecting our entertainment from Japan? You've got a request on our channel for content on your channel there, Andre.
Well,
Speaking of that orbit.
It's funny that you mentioned it, because I just finished writing our next ESG-centric video, and I'm going to record it right now before I finish this, before I collapse. So hopefully we can have it ready for upload tomorrow. It does not feature Japan. That is something that I will have to research much more thoroughly. I don't know too much about that in this moment. What it does feature, though, to give you some spoilers, is what's it called again? Like that video game that's not on the Sega Mega Drive.
Talking about Call of Duty, Activision?
Yeah, Activision Call of Duty. It features that, and the theme of the video is why are these huge companies so beholden to their employees? Because it was a couple of employees that were the cost of this, that risk the company becoming the next Bud Light. So why
And they're not learning.
do it?
I did have a question for Andre, if that's cool to ask you. It's related to video games, since you're such a Sega enthusiast. Would you like to see things like a remake or a rebirth of things like Shining Force or even Flashback, and try to maybe even adapt that to a sci-fi series?
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I'd be open to anything like that. And Flashback, of course, is not an original Sega game. That actually came out first on the Amiga. But the best version of it is actually, to my awareness, the Sega CD version, as was the case with a number of Amiga games.
Yeah, GOG released a updated version not too long ago, and it was actually fantastic to play again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. And Flashback, I mean, that would be that'd be like a
Flashback
great
was such a good
HBO
game.
Max series or something like that. That could be something truly special. I mean, the people behind Chernobyl who waste their time on The Last of Us, I wish that they had done Flashback instead. And personally,
Lauren, you had a thought on that too. Lauren, what are you thinking on Flashback?
I can't really offer an opinion on that because I'm not familiar with it. I did have a question about things
We'll
going
fix
the
that
other
soon,
direction, though. Has anybody seen the John Carpenter's Toxic Avenger trailer that dropped?
Yes, I've already signed up for the beta. You have to actually sign an NDA if you are actually going to do his John Carpenter stuff. The same with the Final Fantasy stuff, all his pre-registration. Summer Game Fest, yeah.
Did you just say Final Fantasy? I happen
there
to
is a
we
yeah,
have an
there's a
expert on Final Fantasy here in the
Yeah,
background.
but Valiant can stay in the back. Oh, damn it!
Here we go.
There was one thing I wanted to throw out there. If everyone was a fan of like the older consoles, if everyone remembers Uniracers, that is a property that they can actually do like cars if they had the chance and wanted to do it.
Valiant's only an expert on
Uniracers
Final
in
Fantasy
forever.
up to like 3 because that's how old he is.
Pretty much.
And as for game remakes, I'd be all for a Kid Chameleon remake. That's actually my favorite game of all time.
Well,
that would be awesome.
Shining Force on Game Gear, man. I wish they would bring that back in an updated format.
Before we go back into Zelda, I think we should mention a few super chats here. First of all, we've got Zephyr, member for 2 months. I hate Activision, but they'll be fine. Teflon Man. I don't know
Bobby
if this
Kotick.
is Teflon Man or if it's Teflon Man, Bobby Kotick, but either way, it's correct.
I'll say this. Activision Blizzard, to me, is Disney, but 2 years ahead of them. They are a despicable company, and they have driven their talent away. So,
well, this compiles with the whole Overwatch canceling the single-player campaign that they promised us while reselling Overwatch 1 as Overwatch 2. Yeah, they're just going downhill. But even then, you have Nick Merckx, who has, 4 million on Twitch or 8 million on Twitch and like almost 6 million on YouTube, and Dr. Disrespect also uninstalling. This is reaching a point now where they're creating their own Gamergate by the way they're acting with ESG. And it's going to be a fun fall because no one's going to put up with this anymore.
Well, everybody knows these are filthy, terrible companies.
Yeah.
Going to be many Gamergates over ESG. And the funny thing is that the people who are pushing for it, whether they believe it themselves or not, they actually claim that this is good for business.
Oh, man. I was just actually talking about somebody. Their advisor has an index fund that specifically pushes out any kind of entertainment company right now, and the more heavily they're focused on ESG, the less likely that they will be in this particular index fund. Amazing to me.
That reminds me of the Vice Fund. Valiant. Do you remember the Vice Fund?
Sorry, I had muted. Yes, I do remember it. I think it's still out there. It's tobacco, gambling, alcohol. I mean, it's still out there. I remember we used to tell clients about it all the time, and a lot of them.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, that thing. I haven't followed up it for years, but that thing did gangbusters.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yep.
Big time.
And also, hey there, Mexican Iron Man, listening in from Interstate 95 while driving. Congratulations on the 20K milestone. And obviously, for so many reasons, we wish you were here, and also trying to be a producer on the level of Mexican Iron Man, especially with Tom over here, who's also another fantastic producer. It's a lot to live up to here.
Mike is another one of those guys who he is busy helping others in ways that the general public is completely unaware, and Mike does it just to help. He is truly just extremely kind. And we don't say it enough. Tom, you had a thought?
I heard from a source that he's not a YouTuber. So,
I heard from a source he is one.
If we say that too much, you may have to radio in from his location.
he definitely most likely is.
The drive-through at Taco Bell confirmed it. The drive-through at Taco Bell confirmed that he is a YouTuber.
I will chime in though, whether he is or not. Mexican Idol Man is absolutely fantastic, and
Agreed.
If there is one person more than any that I'm grateful for behind the scenes, who's not directly involved with the content creation of the channel, it's Mike. So Mike,
I'll even say it. Mike is more important than me. So.
Oh, now wait a minute.
No, Mikey is so much more important than people realize. He is more than just another friend or companion or colleague or whatever you want to call it. He does a lot for so many people that nobody ever even talks about most of the time. Because halftime he would get upset if you did. So it's just one of those things that a lot goes unsaid about Mike, but he does a lot for a lot of people. And so thanks to Mike.
Yeah,
and in honor of Andre,
valued member of Midnight's Edge.
In honor of Andre, in honor of Tom, in honor of Mike, we were talking about Earthworm Jim. We were talking about games that could be made into movies. And while we were chatting, I just thought I would add a new sound to the list of things we can do here on the channel. And for all three of you guys.
Groovy!
Awesome. Well, no, stop playing. Stop playing Earthworm Jim. He's on loop.
All right.
Sorry.
Before I have to bow out here, I just remembered another Sega property that would be awesome on film. Shinobi.
That would be amazing. Okay, we are at an awkward moment here. We've got 10 people on screen. We've got 2 people in the back. We are at our maximum.
I'll solve your problem because I have to bow out now anyway. But thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. And again, congratulations. You've done awesome work, and your success is well earned.
Thank you, Andre. And I hope to be on your show in the next week or 2 weeks. If you will have me, we'll make it happen.
Our door is always open to you. With that, everyone, thanks for having me, and have a continued awesome celebration.
Take care, Andre.
He's not kidding because I lost the key. It's always unlocked.
And in honor of our panelists who may be stepping aside and the panelists coming on, let's keep celebrating, folks. Bonus Jay Campbell, get them ready. It's a 20K celebration, baby. We're having a good time. What do we got?
The one, the only Andy Masterson.
We've got.
He's holding some people in his hands. He must be a giant.
I know those guys.
All right, let's see him. Who do we got there?
Why does Andy keep shrinking people?
Because I pay him too.
He's one of those.
Love it. Look, he's even got the.
Look at those shoes or boots.
There's Tom.
Looking sharp.
We look like the new Starsky and Hutch. That's
Honey,
amazing.
I Shrunk the YouTubers. Is that what this is?
Oh, I thought that was Jay and Silent Bob.
We're gonna detect some stuff.
Oh my gosh!
I thought that was Bald Jeremy.
He's got me. Got me in my Russian outfit. The Russian character.
This is for his.
Ivan Koloff.
His Netflix.
Oh, that's
All
beautiful.
right, let's get another close up here. Give us another close up. Oh, looking sharp.
It's striking.
Looks a little bit like me.
Now, Tom, would you mind if I played the original dance video you sent in? Just maybe 5 seconds of it.
I guess so.
Okay. Andy, can you hold it up one more time? We're going to see how well this is. All right. We got Tom.
That's just weird and creepy. You need music.
The sound.
Send me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without sound, everything changes.
Looking good.
It's like Halloween without music.
Now, Andy, this is your first time on the show. Welcome aboard for the 20K celebration. Happy to have you, sir.
Thank you, and congratulations, Pro. That is a quite accomplishment, but not unexpected.
Well, it's ahead of schedule for me, I think. I was not expecting to do this under 6 months. And all I can say is that I just wake up grateful and spend the day grateful and hoping that I can rise to the expectations of everybody out there because, when you're given this opportunity, you better take at it.
Well, Disney's really helping you because
that's a great point.
They can't screw up any worse than they do.
Oh my
Nah, don't be so sure on that one.
Wouldn't
They can always screw something else.
Exactly.
Well,
now,
we have someone else in the back here. I am going to. I need to go into the back and make sure I've got a roast on that I have to check on. But I'm going to introduce him, and then I'm going to back out and put him in the stream. It is Nick from Echo Base Network.
EBN.
Hey, Nick.
All
I know
right.
that guy.
Hey,
we know him.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, good to
What's
see you,
going
sir.
on?
Oh, I moved you, Nick, already. I gotta have my camera
that's
people
good.
up top.
I'm the same way. I gotta have, like, if we're on stream, I gotta have everything positioned to where it's like looks normal.
Oh, yeah.
Or right.
It's symmetry.
Yeah,
it's
symmetry.
like when
Symmetry, that's the
blinds
word
are
I'm looking for.
uneven.
Oh no, Tom screwed it all.
Let's freaking throw a wrench and everything.
Don't let me know you're trying to do something like that. I will mess it up every time.
It's okay. You can be on top.
Horrible idea.
Nick, welcome aboard. I've been waiting, though, for about 15 minutes, and I've got to get an opinion out here. Caffeinated Wolfman. I have been waiting, and I didn't mean to say wolf man. You're just a wolf. Not to say you're downgraded. But anyway.
The wolf man, baby.
But I have been waiting for your take on this whole Zelda thing, on what you would like to see out of Zelda on a movie. We've not yet gotten to you, and I'm thinking that if I don't stop the show right now and go to you, we may miss out on it altogether. So what do you got?
Well, we knew that this was kind of an inevitability. We talked about this months ago when they first said that this was possibly going to be a thing, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Mario movie popped off, proved that this had to be inevitability because of the amount of money, sheer revenue that was flowing in for this. Zelda is a moneymaker. It's Nintendo's console seller. People don't realize that. Mario might be more of a general household name, but Zelda is the console seller. That's why the thing, Tears of the Kingdom, sold over 10 million copies in like 3 days. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ludicrous. As far as the Zelda animated film, just like Arwen said earlier, there's so many different directions you could go with this because every single iteration in the franchise has had a different visual style. It's had different narratives, slight tweaks to the characters, things like that. I think the likelihood is that they would go with a Breath of the Wild visual style, polish it up a little bit more because there's more that, Illumination can do than Nintendo's willing to do on their underpowered hardware. I personally would prefer more of a Twilight Princess approach visually, but that's unlikely, I think, considering the popularity that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom subsequently had. There's just so many different stories you could tell, and you could really go anywhere with it. I think it's unlikely that they do something that's more along the lines of the darker entries, things like Majora's Mask, as much as I love that game, things like Twilight Princess, as much as I'd prefer that. I think it's going to be a bang-on hit, though. Like, whatever they end up doing, as long as they put in the same amount of effort and care that they did with the Super Mario Brothers film, there's no reason why it can't make just as much money.
Absolutely.
And if not
That's
even
great
more.
points.
If not even
Oh,
more.
yeah. I think the first Mario movie is a stepping stone to something far larger. I think this is to the moon, man. And speaking of someone who knows about the moon, wait a minute, that's not a moon. That's no moon.
That's
Nick
no
from
moon.
Echo Base Network. This whole Zelda thing, are you a fan of Nintendo games at all, Nick?
Abso-freaking-lutely. I cannot wait for this Nintendo Cinematic Universe to start taking shape and taking form. Love the Mario movie. I'm definitely going to... I didn't go to the theater and see the Mario movie. I just didn't have the time, but I did watch it. But as soon as the Zelda movie comes out, definitely going to go check that out. Huge fan. I'm looking even more forward to watching them absolutely obliterate and destroy Disney and Pixar and become the new King of the Hill for animation movies. Cannot wait.
Yeah, you're too late. Pixar already terminated itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the elemental box office is looking terrible. I mean, this is just, but perhaps it can outperform Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny. Who knows?
Low bar.
Yeah, and since just because we're talking about games and stuff, the freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer that dropped at the end of Summer Game Fest was freaking phenomenal. Cannot wait for that game.
2 discs, Nick. 2
Yes.
discs.
Oh God, I cannot wait.
Oh my God.
I actually
And
haven't seen that
Rebirth.
trailer yet.
Oh, I'm so pumped. So pumped for that game. It's the most anticipated game coming out for me personally in the next 2 years.
One of the things that's happening, and we've seen this from a number of fronts, is that it feels like the gaming industry, now outside of Activision Blizzard, but the gaming industry seems to have caught on to the need to listen to fans. And it took forever. But now they're getting it ahead of Hollywood, and we're getting stuff like that. We talked about this on the Pro Show pre-show, but just take a look at this out of Sega again.
This looks
following
good
along
too.
with the Mario thing. Check out this
made
trailer.
me
real
happy.
quick.
This made me really happy.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this.
Oh yeah, I mean this is really, really cool. Wait till you see the gameplay, and then it just seems to me that Hollywood is not quite grasping it yet, although a few studios are. But it seems as if the video game industry is beginning to really catch on that giving the fans, giving the customer what they're interested in, you got to do it.
Well, there is another title that wasn't on the Game Fest, which is coming, and it actually is going to be having music done by people from the previous Fallout game and Hans Zimmer, and it's called Asphalt. That looks interesting too. Picture a Western-inspired Fallout.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. The gaming industry is going to do great, except for Call of Duty, which is need to call themselves Target.
The interesting thing is that to tie this into movies, that it seems like because the movies are doing well for these video game franchises, it's revivifying the need for the video game companies then to make these relevant, right? So you've got to get out these versions of the game that people want. You can't sit on it any longer. And so for so long, Sega seemed to be sitting on their franchises. Now that they have this cinematic rebirth, they've got to put them out in the way that fans want. You've got to think that Nintendo is loving what's happening with Mario and assuredly what will happen with Zelda. So lots of good there as well.
Pro, and we go back to this all the time. And I'll say this, but we have somebody about to leave. There's this multi-generational aspect that has been so critical for Disney for so long. So if you can get the dad to say, oh yeah, that's like the Sonic that I used to play. Here, kids, play that one. Or the grandfather, in this case, saying, hey, this is the Sonic that I used to play. I think we're about to lose Arwen Avalon.
Yeah. I have another stream that I have to attend. But Pro, thank you so much for having me on. And congratulations on your 20K. And it'll take you no time to do the next 20K and then the next and the next. So I'm so glad that you're part of YouTube, that you're part of this community. You're making your own community. You're making your own stamp. And that is it's refreshing and it's appreciated. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
Well, Arwen, you're an important part of it. And if folks have not yet seen the video that you and I did yesterday together, I recommend people go find that. And I'm looking forward to having you on more and more. It's been just a joy to get to meet you.
Thank you. And you too. At any time, I'm delighted and available. So there you go.
There you go.
Y'all have fun. It was good. And bye. See y'all later.
Arwen.
Bye.
The funny thing is, going back to that original statement, is that we come from the starting of the year where we had Hogwarts Legacy, which is a prime example of how to do gaming right, as well as respect the franchise. And yet none of the companies have learned from any of this. Atomic Heart had its own controversy, and then we had other ones coming along down the road. But we're seeing more indie titles pushing past and kicking butt, so to say, than anything from the constant legacy gaming we have now, like Activision and then forth. They just keep destroying themselves with their own stupidity. They don't learn anything from getting away from live service. They don't learn anything from getting away of the monetary gain and trying to give a product that will make people want to pay more to see more. And they're just putting this socio-political nonsense more and more into it. And it's driving the norms away now. The normals are getting sick of this. It's happening on a grand scale, and it's crazy to watch. It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that was my moment.
Something that I think these companies, especially now with the kind of revitalization of some of these properties like Sonic was in a slump for a while, game-wise. And those movies really popped off and did very well. And I suspect that the third one, as long as they put in the same level of effort and quality, it'll do just as well, if not better. Same with Mario, though Nintendo seldom struggles to sell their software, at least in terms of first parties. But something I would like to see these companies doing more is cross-promoting their own IPs. What I mean by that is something that Japan does so well with their anime and manga. They basically sell each other, right? They basically promote each other. And in the instances where you have the anime deviate from the manga, the fans call it out very quickly. And that's why they wound up redoing the Full Metal Alchemist anime with Brotherhood, which was basically just the direct adaptation of the manga as opposed to what was originally released.
Well, the same thing with Sailor Moon, right? There was like multiple variants.
Crystal is far more akin to the original manga as opposed to what we saw here in the West. And these companies really need to get a hand on that, because the movie audience is the general audience. Those are the normies, and anybody can go see a movie. Anybody can drop, $18 on a ticket and $10 on a thing of popcorn, a small one.
Right, because it's a short investment. 2.5 hours is a short investment.
Correct, but video game, we're getting into books, things like this. This is something that DC and Marvel handled horribly. The fact that they never cross-promoted their comic books, even though they're crap right now, the fact that they never bothered trying to cross-promote the comic books when those movies were coming out, like have a freaking commercial that said, "Hey, these are the books that these stories were kind of inspired by, loosely, at the very least. Dive into these. Here's a good jumping on point." Didn't even bother. Why are you not trying to sell more of your product?
Well, this is actually why I think what they're doing with the NCU, or at least what we think they're doing, is so brilliant, is because you have all of these formerly evergreen properties that no longer are. When you're talking about all of the different versions of Link and all the different versions of Zelda, I think for the first movie, they're going to have to do something that is similar to what they did with Super Mario Brothers, because you want your universe to be tonally consistent.
Right. They will have to do something primary and something establishing the lore in a way that they do in every Zelda game, but especially with this one, they have to appeal to the first fans. Andy, it looked like you were about to say something.
I was just going to say that I think the big problem they have is that all the people that are in charge of greenlighting things have no idea what they're dealing with. They're so far removed. It's, forgive me for the reference, but like it's like the Bud Light thing going on. Like, you have this woman there that's head of marketing. Clearly, she has no idea who she's marketing to. She has no idea who her audience is. And when she put all this stuff in motion, and this is the same thing that we said, like with Marvel not following the comic books, like you're not taking care of your original fans. There's nobody there that has the understanding that the things that sold are what made you successful. Those were the classic stories. Those were like, and it's a very similar thing with the video game adaptations, because you see what happened when Sonic did the better look and did the more accurate game look. When you actually listen to the fans, you have a huge success. And the thing that drives me the most crazy is that you have this entire platform of fans out here on YouTube telling the studios exactly what to do, and all they'd have to do is listen. And I think that's the big problem, because you don't have anyone there who knows what direction they're actually supposed to go in. So even if they fire somebody, who would you replace them with? Because you don't have anybody on deck, and that's Disney's big problem. There's nothing on deck.
There's too much groupthink, and then the next suit to fill it would probably be somebody who thinks exactly like the person that they fired.
I've mentioned this with Pro before on at least one of his videos, probably two. These companies that are these IP holders now, like that hold Marvel, hold DC, Star Wars, all of that, they decided to trade their core demographic that you were just talking about, the people that made them what they are and got into this and made it the big success and this iconic worldwide thing that's become. They traded that dedicated audience that was that lifer, that long-term purchaser. They traded that for the short-term gratification general audience. And, well, they ticked us off and said, "We're not making this for you anymore." And so we said, okay.
I think there's an addition to that, though, Andrew, and that falls into the line that they're not just trying to eradicate the legacy fans and the actual fans who spend money on these franchises. It shows that they're playing their hand, that they're going after the mentally weak and the mentally insecure. And then they grow on the attacks with that and try to make them feel special, because they think if they grow them enough, they'll feel special enough to only put their money into that product, their new message. And it's not working, because they don't even pay attention to it. They see a billboard, an image, a Gwen Stacy, a Spider-Man, a Mario, a Harry Potter, whatever it is, and they only see the physical attributes, the book cover, and nothing else from the journey of these characters have been through. And that's why it's also failing in their monetary market.
All right, now
part of it's also that those people don't actually buy things.
Let's jump in, because Nick of Echo Base Network needs to head out. Now, Nick, Are you guys doing the show at 8 p.m.? So in about 50 minutes?
Yes. 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. your time Eastern. We'll be going live. Pre-show starts in 20 minutes. So I got a little bit of time. I literally just got home. I was going to try to record one of those videos for you, but I just didn't have time because my
Talking about
dad
the dancing videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dad, brother-in-law were here. They're helping me with tons of work in the yard and all that sort of crap, and I was out running around.
No worries. But Nick, I need you to set it so that we can redirect this video to you guys. So make sure that you go into your settings on your channel and let us have the opportunity to raid you guys once you start your show in a little bit, okay?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, pre-show starts at 6:30 and we go live at 7. So right when you guys are ending, we will be starting.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Nick. And if people out there are not yet subscribed to Echo Base Network, please make sure you do so. Fantastic Star Wars content.
Yep. Congrats on 20K Pro. You're freaking killing it over here, dude.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm trying.
Absolutely love it. Love all the content you put out. It's great addition to the YouTube community having you out here with your own channel and stuff. And, to the next 20K.
Highly appreciative. We'll rise together, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you so much, Nick.
See you guys.
See you, Nick.
We are about to bring in another guest. And
before we do that, let me just. I don't know where you're going with that.
I think we're about to
let
lose
me say
Valiant.
this before we bring in.
Yeah.
We're going to, as soon as we outro Valiant, we are going to be playing a trivia game, and the winner of the trivia question is going to receive an item, a piece of memorabilia celebrating 20K for the wdwpro channel. So as you can see there, we've got a 20K pint drink glass, and we will be giving away 3 of these today. VI Pro members have already received these. They've just got to give us a bit of information over on the channel. And Valiant, there's nothing in it. But yeah, so we're going to have some fun here in just a moment. But let's go to Valiant Renegade first and give him the outro he so deserves. Valiant, you sort of forced me to do this YouTube thing. Are you regretting it yet?
I was regretting it 4 months ago. No, seriously, congratulations on the 20K. It's amazing. I wish I could stay a little bit longer. I've just been out all day. I got back to where I could get a laptop open and a headset going here for a few minutes to hop in, and got to get back to it here in a few minutes with the summer camp stuff going on that I've got to help my wife with tonight. I got to go record a show they're doing this evening here. It starts in a few minutes. So, any case, everybody, of course, stick around. Keep sending in super chats. I know you got a bunch backed up, but I heard
that's right.
that.
Need Mr. Buttcrack Media to help us get unclogged, I suppose.
That's right. Well, congratulations again. So well deserved, and you'll probably be 50 before the end of the year, I would imagine.
Well, we'll see, but I'm enthusiastic watching your growth as well. And never mind, Steven's gonna get in on the growth jokes. Can't do it.
Yeah, went off the
Everyone's smirking.
May you live long and prosper, Valiant.
Live long and prosper.
I see your Schwartz biggest pros.
Take care, everyone.
Valiant.
See you, Valiant. Good luck tonight.
Right, so before we bring in our next 2 guests, let's do the trivia question right now. So everybody, get on your keyboards, get ready. We're going to see who can come up with this the fastest. And then at the bottom, you see the Chiron at the bottom. It says winners of today's trivia questions. You're going to send your mailing address, because that's the only way we can send this to you, to wdwpro member line at proton.me. So that's the email address. Now, Jonas is going to keep track of who actually wins, and this is being recorded so we can go double check it. So if you don't win, don't send a crazy email, and surely don't send 10 of them.
You might want to give me the answer in the private chat before you want me to track it.
Okay. Let me type it in the private chat.
Then we can't participate now. Oh.
Whisper the answer to me. No one else is listening.
All right. So here is your question,
Pete's
folks.
sake, I already know the question.
Put your fingers on the keyboard. The very first person who gets this gets the prize, and the question is: going back to Disney being a good company, which it was at one time, putting out good art, what are the only 2 animated films to ever receive nominations for 6 Academy Awards? Again, what are the only 2 animated films to ever receive nominations for 6 Academy Awards. Whoever puts the 2 films in the chat, in the same message, by the way, not separate messages, but the same message containing both the films, Jonas is going to make sure that we reach out to you and get you that beautiful pint that we all just saw. We'll put it back on the screen for you briefly. Here's what we got. 20K celebration. By the way, this is available today and today only. If you want to go to the Pro Store and buy it yourself at the end of the show, you can. But this is available today only. We're sending it out to the VI Pro members. We're going to give it away to the winners of the trivia contest today, and we're going to have some fun. All right, so let's let them have a second to find it.
I will say that.
Jonas, have we got a correct one yet?
No, we have.
All right, while we wait for the correct answer, for those of you who missed out on the intro today with all the dance moves, here's just a brief snippet of it. All right, Jonas, are we seeing a correct answer yet? Jonas, you got to unmute yourself.
No, I don't see the correct answer just yet. I've seen.
Should we start giving out hints?
I do see.
There's Culture Casino with Harrison Ford and Fleabag
in the back, waiting to come on the show. Okay, this is just hilarious.
Brewing Sailor getting close, but not quite. Oh, there's Tom with the flames. Look at that.
I think we're going to have to tell. You might need to change the question, but only after we let in some of our esteemed guests here.
Yeah, bring them in.
Who have been patiently waiting. First of all, we have a wonderful hat, and it is attached to Polly.
A wonderful man.
Yes, that's right. Polly from the Latino Slant. Some of the
We
best
have a winner.
theater reviews. We do have a winner?
All right,
Yes,
who's the winner?
Hypnotic and Rapture.
All right, let's grab that real quick.
There
Let's
it
put it on the
is.
screen.
Right there.
Hey, there we go. Wait a minute, Stephen.
I know.
Oh, we're counting it because we have to move on. As your producer, I'm telling you. Come on.
I'm just a graphics
Hypnotic,
guy.
you better be glad this is not Jeopardy because, well, one, you don't have it in the form of the question, but two,
That's
they
also
would
not the
never
first
let
person to
Welly
say that
stand.
in the chat.
And in addition,
We got, okay, we'll come back to that. Let's verify when we come back to that. Verify who had that first. We've got some contention there.
okay. But while I look that over, we also have a man who we have caught while eating out of a carton of Let's Find Out, Paul Shadow.
Hey,
he follows me everywhere.
You smell like bacon.
All right, I'm going to go
Did you
look
get
at
a
the
haircut,
comments. Somebody
Paul?
give me a hint if somebody guessed Wally and Beauty and the Beast before.
It was dropped in the private chat, actually. Somebody dropped it in the private chat. Red Tigress.
Oh, Red Tigress got it.
Tigress, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
What if we?
Oh, there it is. I see it right there. 6:14 p.m.
Oh man, Red Tigress with the win. So you know what? Actually, Jonas, both of them, since we showed it on the screen, both of them will get the wdwpro 20K celebration pint glass. So let's get both of them to send in an email to that email address, and we'll make sure that happens. Thank you. All right. Well, first of all, Paulie, this is your first time as well on the show. Welcome aboard, sir.
Hey, man. Congratulations, bro. Thanks for the invite.
You're quite welcome. It's an honor to have you on, sir.
I just want to know have you passed Valiant Renegade? Once you do, then we can have a real party.
Well, Valiant, I think right now, and somebody could correct me, he's moving so quickly, but I think he's at 26K. So he is still ahead. I'm still trying to leapfrog him, but he's putting out great
26.9.
content.
It's going to happen any day now. Anyways, congratulations, bro. You
Yeah,
having a
well,
good
his
time?
content is shit, crap.
Scrappy.
Now, Paul, what are you eating over there? What do you got today?
Kawartha ice cream.
Is that like the Haagen-Dazs of
Canada?
Oh, and of course, you have Moose Tracks.
Kawartha is cottage country, and this is one of the
in
best
Canada. It's actual Moose Tracks, if you know.
Yes, those are actually made from real.
That's not
pieces.
I'll stick with Tillamook and Bluebell.
It's very, very good ice cream. Not
right.
available everywhere.
I have to. I'm going to go into the back here to introduce a man putting himself in harm's way in order to be on the show.
And then Jonas also. Let's say this. Very soon thereafter, you're going to have to come back because we've got a ton of super chats to go through, and we've got to hit them all. So
yes, that's right.
By the way, hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tato?
Hey.
And it is Floral.
Is this a face reveal?
Oh no!
Except, no, it's
Is this a
Floral
face
inside
reveal?
car.
I'm driving from a wedding. I just finished officiating. So
congratulations.
Oh. No, congratulations to you on 20K.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So
now you're here to officiate this celebration. Congratulations on making it.
I think every time I see a person in a car, I automatically think it's going to be a weepy video on how we've hurt Disney characters. So I'm waiting for how badly we have done Disney. Like, go for it. You need to give us the weepy car video.
Yeah.
You guys are a bunch of misogynists, and you have no space here in this fandom. Okay, if you want to bash Disney, then you go do that elsewhere. Okay, despicable, deplorable people. You bring shame upon your families.
Does anyone have a suburban housewife translator? Because I didn't.
No. You gotta say, insert your fandom here has no room for insert your istaphobe here, and then we're good.
Oh, that was absolutely fantastic.
Okay, now wait a minute. I've got an idea. Let's do a sketch on the fly here. Floral, could you pretend that you are starring in a Godzilla film and just open your mouth and move it around as if you're talking? And Tom, could you please play the Karen, the masculine form of it? Are you ready?
Oh my God.
So Tom, you're going to be our voice artist. Floral, begin speaking at this time. And Tom, take it away. Here we go.
I am so tired of everybody thinking that their fandom should not have this and that in them. They're a bunch of istophobes. And I am so tired of everybody.
My voice should sound like this. Or maybe it sounds like this.
Like, oh my God.
And I'm looking pretty sharp today. Look at my tie. I'm driving down the street, and this is a car video.
The one time Floral's hair is not green.
This tie is 100% vegan, and my hair products all come from the tears of other grown men, also known as misogyny.
Someone took my handicap parking at Walmart. I was so mad.
So
I'm so tired of your cis aggression.
Look, why is there not 80 flags on your bumper sticker? I'm going to call the police.
You're supposed to have at least 80. Oh my God.
I could pull into Walmart. It's only 15 minutes away. 10.
Bro, I
not even.
remember you telling us in the group chat that we were going to get aneurysms from being in this stream.
Well, the big controversy up here is that in the city of Waterloo, we have obviously a pride painted sidewalk or crosswalk, and someone's.
Do you have any crosswalks yet that are not? That's
no,
my question.
I don't think we it's illegal not to have them. And someone burned rubber over one of them, and now the police are trying to track them down.
Paul, you're going to have to define that better. How do you mean they burnt rubber on the Pride rainbow crosswalk? Perhaps.
Well, they
never mind. I see where this is going.
I hate to say it, but
everyone. But the thing is, I don't see why that's wrong, because they've always said if you're going to have gay sex, then use rubbers.
So true that, and we're better than the crosswalk.
Yeah, that's tomorrow's clip right there.
That's right.
I forgot to ask: are we PG today or?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going downhill quick.
So I can say sack.
I see what you did there, Tom.
I hate to say it, but I think we're about to lose someone.
Who are we losing?
He's gonna die.
No, I think we're needing to get some room on the panel here.
Oh, I can go if you want.
No, you just got here.
No, sir, you're far more important than me. I volunteer this tribute.
I can bail.
Andrew had
Bale?
said he was.
Yeah, I've been here since the start. I can
Wolf,
build some fresh.
Before you
fresh
go,
blood.
though, Wolf, where can people find you on this great, big, beautiful web out there? And do you have any more news regarding some of the big projects you're working on?
Well, to answer the first question, you can find me over on Twitter where I'm yucking it up, and they can find me over on Twitch at Caffeinated Wolf where I stream games on the weekend. The other part of that, though, I am the creative and social media manager for the Rippaverse in Eric July, and we are launching ISOM number 2 Monday morning. So if you're not already signed up for the newsletter, get that done, because I will be sending out emails tomorrow with the exact time.
Ooh.
So we have some limited items. Very limited items on there, so do not.
You know, that's so strange, because I had heard that ISOM is a fake comic book that never came out.
Well, we're so talented that we released a fake comic book that didn't exist, that fake people fake read and fake enjoyed, and now we're doing the fake sequel.
And they're going to fake pay for it again.
And they're going to fake give us money for it again.
I hear your
Fantastic.
t-shirts. I hear your t-shirts are just pure blank white with black aftertones. That's it. Like there's no
I
actual
made a
imagery.
fake action figure for a fake comic book.
Yeah, they're all getting CG too, but the boxes are empty.
This is Inception level.
Thank you so much for being here, Andrew.
Good to
No
see
problem.
you again, caffeinated.
Hey, you as well, sir. You guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. Pro, congratulations. It's well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful to have you on, as always.
I'll see you around.
All right.
So should we make Jonas
All right,
suffer with holding off the super chats for another 20 minutes?
Nope. Hey, Lauren, welcome back. We have got Fletcher Williams for $5. Congratulations, wdwpro and crew. Here is to a million more from a small channel. I wish you more and more success. Thank you so much.
Thank
Fletcher
you.
Williams.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are appreciated
So
and you are seen. Thank you, Dripping Orc, for gifting
forgot
5
the
channel
D, but-
memberships.
Hey.
He did, but that's what is that? Walt World?
Sometimes the D's got to go in the middle.
Almost Walt World. Thank you for the gifted memberships, Orc. I'm sure those have been snatched up by now. So welcome to the channel as a channel member, the 5 of you who got those. Torgo the White for $2. May your channel and analysis stay unbreaded.
Yeah.
Oh, we would never. That would be a yeast too far.
And Andrew Finn became a channel member at the profound level. Welcome aboard, Andrew Finn.
Make yourself at home.
I like that boulder.
Yep,
that is a nice boulder.
How dare you speak over Donkey? We have talked about this.
It's getting him to stop talking. That's the trick. Member for 2 months. Congrats on 20K. The reason I think the viewers are quality people is because all of your regular guests are quality people too. Well deserved. Oh,
well, thank you so much. And yes, kudos to everybody who's on the panel, who comes on to the channel to talk with us. We try to find highly intelligent, highly competent people to come and have interesting conversations. And so far, that's working.
It's fun. IRA Specialist for $5. Great energy, great people, great host. This is the best channel on YouTube. Thank you,
now. Whoa. We'll take it, but we have some other channels that we love as well. There's something called Call Me Cheetos. I don't remember. But it's pretty popular. I'll just tell you.
Call me Cheetos.
Just watch out for Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
I'm waiting for
Flamin'
the
Hot.
blue. I'm waiting for the.
He's ready for
Flamin' Hot Shadow.
I was gonna say it is June. That's.
You should see some of the
Flamin'
pictures
Hot
he sends
Shadows. I like it.
Only the shadow knows.
Thank you also, Indie Phantom. You're always so generous. Thank you for gifting 5 more WDW Pro memberships. Sounds like someone's at my door. So hold on 1 second here.
Paulie,
While you do that,
when's
Jonas,
the Hot Cheetos movie come out?
Today or yesterday.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
it's on Disney
Hulu.
Plus right now.
On Disney Plus, yeah.
While Jonas steps out, for
It's
all
up
of
there,
you
I'm not sure.
gifting
Oh.
memberships, let's celebrate for just a moment. And our message to Disney is, as always,
You went full retard, man.
and everybody on the panel thinks Tropic Thunder. Are we allowed to play that still?
All right. I think we're actually, before we put the next one up, I think we're about to lose Andy Masterson. Thank you so much for coming on the channel. And this is the first time you've been here, and I kind of reached out of the blue here to send you an invite. So I'm really glad you decided to come on.
Yeah, and Andy, one more time, show us what you're working on in the backdrop there.
What I'm working on now. You sure you want to see this one?
Only if it's not too terrifying.
Come on.
Oh, I love it.
It's got a little.
Yes, you've got to show
Chinese
the star
shorts.
down there.
And my next commission that I'm working on is going to be a certain Bud Light spokesperson.
Ah!
No.
Does it come with a bathtub accessory?
There's going to be a lot of sponsorships included with the figure.
You know what? I suggest that you do it as a stick bug with a head on it.
Well, when you do the action figure, I hope it has this sort of a response.
Fair close. Oop, almost forgot that one.
Make sure that your little Bud Light spokesperson has at least something on.
Well, that, and I'm going to include a little bit of the Mr. Potato Head action.
Oh no! Replaceable parts, but there's only one spot.
Just promise me his heels are shaped like a Nike swish.
That's yes.
Oh yeah.
And it needs to be wearing a Nike sports bra.
The bathtub can be a Bud Light can with a
Nike,
Northbound
Target,
jacket.
Bud Light, North Face.
Yeah.
I've got most of the bases covered so far, but it changes daily, so you never know what can be added to the list.
Cracker Barrel.
I heard
congratulations
a
again. Thanks for
Andy,
having me,
before
guys.
you go, where can people find you on this web out there?
Oh, I have a YouTube channel, The Laboratory of Mayhem, where I showcase custom action figures that I've made and some handy dandy pointers and tips of some of the mistakes I've made, so maybe other people won't make them.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
You have unique content that I would highly recommend to everybody out there. It's always wonderful to find people who are at the top of their game and who are passionate about something that you may not know much about otherwise.
Yeah, it'd be
And
really
I
fine
love your
to
stuff.
find some of those people and put them on your show.
So, Andy, thanks for being here today, and hopefully it is the beginning of many more times.
I'd love that. Hey, congratulations again.
Andy,
Take care,
you do
guys.
great work.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And you're beautiful.
Tell me more about my eyes.
All right. And Tommy Tables for 14 Canadian dollars. Congratulations to Pro, Jonas, Lauren, and everyone. You guys are a real inspiration. That's very kind of you. And a breath of fresh, truthful air among all the spin out there. It's been such a treat following you all. Thank you, Tommy Tables. We truly
Of course you
appreciate
need fresh air. You Canadians are trying to kill us all right now. I mean,
Well, it's a thing about fair play. We've had to suck back your Pennsylvania coal-fired BS for so long.
I thought it started on your
acid
side.
rain
And-
go ahead.
And the Hollywood Productions.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not
hey,
forget that
we've
we've had
taken
to deal.
plenty Canadians, right?
We've sent
No,
our
no,
best
no, no, no.
Canadians down, and you have twisted them to your disgusting turgid
We are still
ways.
putting up with Jim Carrey.
And we're still putting up with everyone that comes from California to BC and then spreads eastbound and westbound.
Before
Oh,
this changes to a
Justin
full-blown
Bieber.
war, folks, between Canada and the United States, let me bring us back together. There is still
I
one
just-
force.
I can just
How
say
do y'all
one
think?
One
thing.
thing to say, Canada.
All right. Polly wants to talk. Let's let Polly
Yeah,
talk.
no, I'm just happy that all these white people are just going after.
You're a
each
white supremacist. What are
Kill-
you talking about?
Kill each other off. Like, do me a favor,
Gentlemen.
kill y'all off.
Gentlemen, there's still a force that both the U.S. and Canada can agree on as an evil thing out there. No, it's not China. No, it's not Star Wars.
Why?
Jennifer Lawrence, folks. Jennifer Lawrence. We can all unite behind
Maybe.
I want
stopping
to
her.
watch that movie. I'm really interested in that.
It does actually look like it might.
I want to
actually
see
be
it.
fun.
I was gonna say you should have picked Amy Schumer. That'd have been a better one.
No one wants Amy Schumer.
We'll have that for the next show, but we'll
getting
lose
some
at
fun
least
stuff.
Or
100.
Velma. Velma works too.
Indy Phantom for 220 Canadian. Congrats, Pro and friends. Go
Congrats.
Pro. Love it.
Thank you, Indy Phantom.
Yeah, and I just like to say that I'm way above the 100,000, subscribers, and I'm just here to siphon anyone new who's thinking of coming onto WDW Pro. Like,
He's
why
not
bother?
joking.
You
He's
know,
not
I
joking.
do way
Slumming down
better,
here
more
to find a
interesting
few who
content.
still haven't found him.
On that subject.
WD, the man does not do any live shows of his own. He is a blood sucker off of Midnight Edge, and now he's looking for this one.
Yeah,
He knows every show A to Z that might feature somebody he can pull.
By the way,
I take
he
notes
is
from
a
Sato every day.
scavenger, but he's like that cute raccoon that keeps showing up. So you just eventually start putting out cat food.
I'm a raccoon
with
So
dysentery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much I can just take Paul's playlist and just live stream all of them back to back, and that can be the next shadow. I can just
I don't do live
broadcasting
stream.
Okay,
I leave that
He
for other
doesn't do
people.
live
Pop in.
streams.
Well, now,
take
when you
your
hit 1 million, you might have to think about doing some kind of celebration.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm quite happy where I am now. I'm kind of chugging along.
Just it'll be a premiere video. I don't live stream, and it'll end after 5 seconds.
Yep. All right.
He's
I have
fine
to. This is
taking
the spicy
taking
super chat that I have to
claiming
put up here.
the victors of others' labored fruits there.
That's my job.
right. That's it.
It's a network exec job, isn't it?
That's what comedians do, isn't it?
Yep. We just
Yeah.
steal other people's jokes.
All right, Jonas, you got a spicy chat. What do you got down there?
Yep. I have to give credit to Sam Lowry here. He's paid
Let's see what we
$30.
got. Do you want me to
I'm
read
not
it?
keen. Am I not coming through on audio?
No,
Pardon?
you're coming through fine. I just didn't know if you wanted me to read it since it's
No,
a
it's
spicy
okay.
one. Might be
I'm
more
not
fun.
keen on your promotional style on other channels. It appears you're not sharing, but poaching subscribers. Your subtle feud with Doomcock is a prime example. This is fascinating because, first of all, there is no siphoning mechanism that you can do on YouTube. Only people have the power in their own hands. That's one of the most beautiful
I don't know.
things.
Paul might have found one. That may be.
If you would like more
golden
awesome
goose we don't know
thumbnails,
about.
I just siphon by being better.
Yeah.
Well,
hello.
You just got to have a good maniacal laugh. If you have a good laugh,
No, that's too much.
The John Lithgow is you got to let almost all of the breath out of your lungs and then do it.
So answer this. Answer this. This
super
person.
chat.
Let me say what I have to say, and then Pro, you can go in here.
Sure,
Doomcock
sure.
literally has the stream link for this stream. We DM'd it to him today, so he is in fact invited on here, and he is frequently invited on here. I sent him a message the other day of the glowing review of Doomcock as a person that we talked about him on the Thursday stream. So we've got no feud with him that is anything more than maybe we disagree on some rumors here. So
which you say that, but the thing about poaching is you're doing it under the cover of darkness, Jonas. And so you're going in and you're going with your greedy little eyes and you're like
at this moment, I'd like to say, please sub to Fat Steven if you would like more thumbnails for Pro. I am an up-and-coming game stream channel, and I know
Do not sub to Fat Steven.
Do not listen to the white supremacist. Sub to the Canadian supremacist, please. Thank you.
Bro, you got anything to say to this?
Oh, just that
You're-
Doomcock and I have talked on the phone. He was he was the first YouTube channel to promote thatparkplace.com, the website where I write for and am an editor. And I've been on Doomcock's show. We have covered many of the rumors that he's brought forth. In this latest case, we don't think that Star Wars is going to be sold to George Lucas. We laid out the extremely complicated reasons for that, including having Script Doctor on to walk through it. Took about an hour and 20 minutes to really fully explain just how complicated the idea of selling Star Wars is for Disney. But that doesn't mean that there's a feud. I don't agree that I don't agree that Floral should be green. He should be plaid instead. No.
You should never have said your doom is bigger than his.
Wait a minute, wasn't that sign? Anyway, I see what you're doing. But anyway, there's no feud. No feud at all as far as I know. Doomcock's a friend.
Yep.
And why is there a problem? And I mean this most loving and redundant way possible when there's simply a difference of opinion based upon information that you have received from third-party sources. And yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I figure Doomcock will be on the channel. I don't know when that'll happen. He has a busy schedule. I have a busy schedule. He's welcome to come on. And like we said, he was invited. But yeah, Doomcock's cool.
All right.
By the way, I love one of the things he and I talked about. This is maybe 3 or 4 months ago. One of the things he and I talked about was that I was fascinated by his ability to take the format he does that really nobody has replicated to the level of success he has. Taking that Space Ghost coast to coast kind of idea and then using that to do the rumors things. And clearly it's worked because, he was the inspiration, we believe, for a villain inside the Disney Plus Marvel shows. So kudos to him on that. I thought it was awesome.
I mean, that is next level right there, to get in their heads enough that they literally put somebody who looks exactly like you on their show. I mean, wow.
Now, I have to say, though, if anybody appears in an Indiana Jones film or Marvel or even Star Wars with a cool hat, I'm going to say that Paulie was the inspiration for it. Just that's all there is to it.
I mean, let me just say this. This is your celebration right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you've given the $30 enough time. Let's move on. The thing is that everyone's got big channels. They run it how they want to run it, and everyone respects each other. That's it. That's it.
We're here to have fun.
I love Chato to death. I also can joke around with him. But what he's accomplished, that's amazing. We got to just keep supporting each other. And if you don't like someone, who cares?
Yep.
Who cares? But
I don't like that statement.
Well,
but
this is
clearly,
the
that's
thing.
not-
We're on
clearly-
YouTube
hold on,
right
hold on.
now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
let
Clearly,
Paulie
that's
finish.
not the case here. And there's a lot of I just say it's good for all these channels, and that's it. You give them the $30, it's time.
Yeah, it's like I tell my wife when I stop insulting
Sorry,
her, then she should be worried.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Irate Specialist and thank you, Sam Lowry. Irate Specialist for $2. Could Optimus Pride sing the I'm Coming Out song?
Absolutely.
I'm coming out. I thought Tom was going to take it away.
Coming out. So you better get this party started. Tuck and roll out. That's right. I'm Optimus Pride.
All right. I think that's his $2
just
worth
was
there.
wondering,
Thank you very
is
much,
this
Irate Specialist.
an out
And
of season April Fool's joke?
Thank you.
I just like to point out, I was looking for the Cheetos movie, and if you go to the Disney Channel and search for Cheetos, you get nothing. But if you search for Flamin' Hot, you get it. Why wouldn't they set the thing up, their search, to include Cheetos?
Meet us in the middle, Disney. Give us the Cheetos side of that.
Come on, let us, am I supposed to remember Flamin' Hot?
But here's the thing: the fact that it's even got released on both channels at the same weekend is history making.
Ava Longoria directed it.
It's an original film.
I know the
comedy.
story.
Felt Heart. I did the review on it. It's a great little movie, and it's being released on both channels. That they didn't do that with Prey. They didn't do it with anyone else. It's an original film, so go see it, guys. A lot of fun.
Yep, absolutely, and support good stuff. Support people when they're doing creative endeavors.
And search for Flamin', not Cheetos.
I just want to point out. I want to point out that was an amazing quick change that you did, Polly. Did anybody else notice the hat just changed?
Well, the thing is that they had the music going, so I was going to put my dance hat on.
He does this all the time.
I think it was clever cross promotion to release Flamin' on the same month as Gay Pride Month.
Ooh,
perhaps.
Cajun Mike, a new channel member at the Potential.
Oh my God!
Hey, Paulie, I've got a serious question for you. Yeah. How many hats do you have at the ready, so that you can switch to at
36,
2, 4.
Paulie looks
8.
good in hats.
I got about like a dozen. Right.
And far more in the roster. I'm just talking about the ones that you could grab at a moment's notice to fit in the whatever theme you need.
A dozen hats, but like not baseball caps. I don't count.
Right, yeah. Bringing hats back. I like it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We're gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna probably pimp this one out to my friend's birthday party.
Love it.
I'm a big believer in men need to dress up like Floral here. When going out,
he doesn't have a hat, but he is in the car. Maybe he had a hat when he was.
I got a suit and jacket behind me.
Chato's gonna take his pants off right now.
All right.
So if he wore a hat, would it be Floral under a hat?
That's the other channel coming soon.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Bad Cat Dan for $22 Canadian. Nintendo Cinematic Universe crossover Smash Brothers movie when will make $1 billion easy. Pro,
10 to
you have
15
to
years
answer.
away.
The other problem you have with this is a lot of the characters that are involved with the Smash Brothers games, some of them are licensed, so it'll probably be delegated to only the Nintendo properties, I'd imagine.
Can I throw my pitch for one of the best scenes for that movie is going to be, though?
What do you got?
Okay, so you have the battle platform that comes up and it's rising up from the ground and then it shuts down because they don't have enough electricity, right? And so you have Sonic and they look at Sonic and they say, Sonic, can you do it? And so he tries to create enough friction and he can't. And so he's like, we need more power. And so they look at Pikachu and Pikachu's like, okay, so Pikachu runs with Sonic and they do it. They just need more power. And they look around and there's Kirby. And Kirby's looking at Pikachu. And I just see Pikachu just standing there, just looks down, defeated, and goes, Pika, Pika, and just to get it over with. And then Kirby swallows Pikachu, and now they have enough electricity. They fire up the rest of the stage, and now the final battle can begin because it's just a good little fun, clean moment.
The final battle. That sounds awesome. I think what we're going to see is, as this thing grows, those other parties, for example, Kirby is not totally controlled by Nintendo. There are a bunch like that. I think that you'll see negotiations to pull those in because there's just too much money.
The ones they can, yeah, but I mean, don't expect Sonic to be there and some of the other ones, obviously. But
yeah. But
can I make one more pitch for Flaming Hot? It was made for Peanuts and watch it on Hulu, not on.
Why didn't they make it for Cheetos?
I only have Disney.
Okay, well, I'm just saying in general, if you have something against Disney, watch it on Hulu.
Oh yeah.
It also was made. It was actually produced independently. It took 7 years to make just to get it done. So incredible, great story, rags to riches.
Well, it's a good real story.
So we do need to do one more giveaway. So let's do a trivia question for the audience out there. Audience, get your hands on the keyboards. Here we go. If you win, make sure that you send your mailing address to wdwpro member line at proton.me. You'll win that 20K pint glass. Once again, there it is in all its glory for you. And it's only going to be available for today. It goes out of the store after today. So, folks, if you want it, grab it while you can. But here's the question. In the chat, put down what was the very first video game to feature both Mario and Sonic. And in the private chat, we've got it for Jonas. Jonas, be watching the chat and continue to bring up those super chats.
I already know this one, but yep. Good.
All right, here we go.
I'm correct.
All right, next super chat. What do we got?
StarCraft. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to give it away.
All right. Thankfully, you're not asking me to
Holy
look at the
moly,
chat and
that was
also
fast.
read super chats at the same time, but Surf Traveler got it.
All right, Surf Traveler, make sure to send an email, and we're gonna send out that 20K pint glass to you, sir. Congratulations.
He spelled it wrong. Disqualified.
Oh,
he wins it
with
because
the
I don't have two sets of eyes.
And he didn't say what is.
Before for $5. With this being Pride Month, Luke's trench run makes a whole new meaning. Good night, everybody. Asian Mike for
there are 10 jokes that I could make, and I will withhold for the moment.
A Zelda movie would require Illumination to step out of their comfort zone a lot. Zelda does have comedy, but it balances its serious fantasy moments. I'm looking forward to it because it's a stretch, but I don't trust any other studio that does animation right now to get it right.
Well, let me say
at this point,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, Illumination needs to prove they can do something else.
That's an interesting point.
Well, so coming up this week, I hope earlier in the week rather than later. Of course, I broke the Zelda movie 5 months ago. We've been covering it ever since. Now the trades are covering it. But I've got
toot your own horn on your 20K screen.
Yeah, you know. But we're gonna try to break some more news about the Zelda movie, what's going on, and so probably Tuesday we'll have that. We'll let you know. But I know Steven's already working on a thumbnail. So
I am.
It's coming. Well, it's in your list.
What list?
Real quick, if I can answer to the question of what has Illumination done to prove itself, well, it's been eating Disney's lunch for the last 3 years, right?
Testing.
Between the Secret Life of Pets, all the Despicable Me / Minions stuff.
But they have a style.
Well,
it's
very, working for them. The
very
Lorax
similar.
did well for them before. The Grinch did well for them before. I didn't like the Grinch.
If you look at the Grinch, it is of an Illumination
style
family.
And do we know this is going to be an animated Zelda film? I hadn't really even checked into it much since we had talked about it months ago.
I hope so.
It wouldn't make sense to make a real life one when you started off with a CGI. It wouldn't.
Well, that's assuming they're going to connect all these universes. That's where I said I'm not so sure Disney's going to, or I mean, Nintendo's going to try and pull a Marvel thing and try to connect all these things necessarily.
The Detective Pikachu movie, that was live action with some 3D elements in it.
That's true. But I think they'll go the Illumination. I think they'll try to pimp that studio out more. That's just a feeling. Wow, really got dead. I'm sorry for killing those.
Right. Well, I was waiting for Pro to chime in because I know he knows the most about it. But
Sorry, I got muted there, and I
saying
didn't.
it.
Yeah, I think Pro had to step away for just a second.
I'm back. But
okay, could you say the email
request?
or the contest again?
The email. If you won or if you win, we'll have that. We'll have one more question today, but it's at the bottom. It's wdwpro member line at proton.me. wdwpro member line at proton.me.
All right, now we have to speed run a few of these super chats, so I appreciate everybody's comments. But if you could keep your insights short, that would be fantastic. Jex Refi for $5. Arwin, I strongly disagree. I need at least excuse me, princess, in the Zelda movie, or I demand my future money back. That's a fair point.
Like the whole "your princess is in another castle." I was glad it was in the Mario movie. Yeah, some of those things just have to be there in some way, shape, or form.
Right, even though they only reference the American side of the fandom, the excuse me, princess. Obviously, your princess is another castle. That's all over the place. Blood Guilty, member for 1 month at the potential level. Congrats, 20K. My channel is almost at 300 Pro Alpha. Well, sorry, at 300 and the Pro Alpha emoji. Congratulations, Blood Guilty Gaming. That's a good milestone right there.
Well, it seems to me that when somebody drops the alpha emoji, we're sort of required to do something.
We're sort of obligated to wait a little bit as Marvel
Sweet baby,
never Jonas.
For $7,
Jonas, it's your job as the producer to speed me along. It's my job to thwart your efforts.
What's the deal with all that elf stuff? Is that like you guys are,
Paulie,
against
the short story,
Iron Man or something?
Yes. The short story is, so when we first started the live shows, we asked what emojis people wanted and all this, and there was a flood of people who wanted to do Alf and wanted taco trucks and all kinds of stuff related to Mexican Iron Man. Now, Paulie, you may not have seen the show before. Have you seen the Mexican Iron Man commercial that we've done?
No, I don't think he has.
All right,
a good example of what
Jonas, suck it up. We're playing this thing. We're playing it. Here we go.
Are you ready for perfect, authentic Mexican cooking just like your mama used to make? Come on down to Mexican Iron Man's Rabbit Chicken Tacos and Lawn Care Services, where not only do you get the freshest in Mexican cuisine, but you also get a fresh cut lawn. And don't forget to check out our second location, wherever the police have not yet run the van away from.
Mexican Iron Man, Rabbit Chicken Tacos, Lawn Care Services.
And if you think the cilantro tastes very fresh, it's no accidente, amigo.
That was the most offensive thing I've ever seen. And I love it.
Can I have that actually? Can you send me that for Mead purposes and science?
Absolutely. We'll be happy to share it. And then, speaking of offensive things,
you went full retard, man.
Well, okay, so we should do one where it says, you went full beaner, man.
Mexican Iron Man is stuck in traffic, but he asks that the alpha emoji be struck from existence.
We don't understand what you mean by that, Mike.
I heard make more. I'll make more.
This is actually, though, this is a great thing because we are going to vote. We've never done this before. We voted on new emojis, and the crying Kathleen Kennedy was fantastic. It came out at the exact right time. But for the very first time, we are going to vote this week on an emoji that will need to bite the dust. Will Mexican Iron Man be able to sway the crowd into voting away the alpha emoji, or will it be a different one? We'll see.
All right. So, all right, we have 34 super chats and 7 minutes of live stream left. So
we can do it.
Marvel Boy, the UJ asked for 7 Canadian. A good example of what Zelda movie could look like is Ember Lab's short film, Majora's Mask Terrible Fate. I will absolutely check that out. Majora's Mask is by far my favorite Legend of Zelda game.
Nerd.
Ocarina of Time's better.
Yep, way better.
Think of the past is better. I'm sorry.
I didn't say better. I said favorite. Space Dave 2000 member for 1 month at the premium level. Congrats on 20K. Hope you make the big 100K by year's end or sooner. That would be amazing.
Well, that would be. I think that's a little optimistic, but we'll see if we can hit.
Not if he keeps having guests like this on.
That's right, exactly.
Tennille 89, hey buddy, for $5, I'd like to see a movie adaptation of Sega's Alien Isolation. Oh wait, they already did that. It's called Alien. Why did I write this? Well,
Sega. It's such a great game. If you haven't played that, you should.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Indie Phantom for $5.50 Canadian. Still have my OG Sega Genesis and ColecoVision. What classic systems did panel members have or still own? I have all of my Nintendo systems. The only one I don't have is my Virtual Boy.
Paul has went to go
but at one
retrieve
time,
one.
he's
had
going
a
to go
card.
grab like 10 of them.
And
I've had the ColecoVision, the Atari, the Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
I had PS2 and the
Here's the
Super
Coleco.
Nintendo.
No.
ColecoVision.
Nope.
And television.
What do you got?
See,
What is it?
television.
Oh. So I'll say that I have behind me, actually.
The Coleco and television.
Behind me, I have a Sega Dreamcast that works, an Atari 2600, and my favorite item, and I'm unfortunately going to have to get a new one because the screen has stopped being very visible, but I have an Atari Lynx, which I think is one of the coolest systems ever.
8 batteries, so quick too.
Oh yeah, like 2 hours, 8 batteries knocked out, no problem.
I got some of the new ones in those minis, but yeah.
I got a quick question for you. If you're into the old 8-bit, have any of you guys watched Code Monkeys? And if not, you should.
I have not.
The theme
I've
song
seen
for
it.
Code
It's
Monkeys
all right.
is amazing.
It's hilarious because they use all 8-bit, like 16-bit graphics to do a sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
It was
And,
on G4.
Yeah, Jonathan Colton did the. He did a thing a week, I think it was, and did music. And Code Monkeys will get stuck in your head. So thank you very much for the super chat.
Can I just say one thing about Floral?
Yeah.
He's already home. He's just driving around the block at this point.
You noticed the repeating trees as well, eh?
Right? Did you see that?
I'm now in the country, actually. So I got out of the city, and now I'm heading home. So
that makes sense.
Thank you so much.
He's just like, I don't want to go home. You
Travis.
understand?
Travis for $5.
I'm kidding, of course.
Hello, pro and guests. Just jumping in to say congrats and thanks for the great content. I'll have to catch the rest in replay. Thank you. And Travis, I hope that you see this at this moment when you've been going this entire time saying, when are we going to read that super chat? Well, here it is.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you.
Space Dave 2000 gifted 5 WDW Pro membership. In
Very,
space,
very kind of you.
no one can hear how grateful we are. Thank you.
We
Michelle
need to keep that one.
C.
That's a good thing.
Never
Well
for
done,
2
Jonas.
months. At the profound level, all my favorite people on one stream. How can I be so lucky? Congrats, Pro. Your channel is only going to the stars.
Well,
here
you're
we
the
are
electricity that drives it, and we mean it.
Hey, and look at this. OC Giggin is back for $2. I hope Zelda movie isn't multiverse like Spider-Man.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yep. Yep. As long as they stay away from that Hyrule Warriors area, then yes. Please.
Well, I mean, it does have time travel, but
good point.
It does, and eventually, I think that you'll see the Nintendo Cinematic Universe come in. Of course, they want to do that, but as the reporting has been, they want these to be standalone films to start off with. And you also know, folks, I hate to do this, I hate to be braggadocious on this, but 5 months ago, I said they're not going to make a Mario 2. They're making Zelda. And what do we know now? It's not Mario 2, it's Zelda. So, it goes beyond just the announcement of the Zelda movie. All right, what else we got?
Jeremiah Hembry for $10. I just saw Rise of the Beasts.
Oh, there's a spoiler in this.
Oh, should I take it off the screen here?
Hide it. Okay, read it and skip the crossover.
Okay.
He's only had it up there like for the last 5 minutes.
5 hours. Come on, Jonas. Know your
We all know about it.
Okay, put it back. Back.
Okay, sorry everyone. Short spoiler alerts here.
That's right.
Jeremiah, I can't believe you did this to us.
Jeremiah,
a conundrum.
I can't believe you did that, Jeremiah. I just saw Rise of the Beasts. I like it, but I agree with VR. I want Transformers versus G.I. Joe. I liked it, the end credit scene. It got me hype for that versus movie.
Wait, VR said something about it?
Thank you very much, Jeremiah.
I was more offended by Optimus Prime as Cleopatra.
I don't care. I don't care what you say. My grandmother has always known that Optimus Prime was Cleopatra.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I don't know who that makes. Who does that make Optimus Pride?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me say this, guys. This is something to take note of. All of these companies are trying to build their cinematic universes. That is the Hasbro cinematic universe. So we'll see how it goes.
I think we're about to lose 2 people here, actually. Floral, are you almost home, buddy? Oh, I think his connectivity is going on.
I'm actually almost home.
All right. Well, thank you for
Laura,
being here.
If we're still on, and if we're still on, and one of your characters would like to hop in for 2 minutes, we'll take it.
Yep. And we'll shout out your channel here since you seem to be kind of disconnected here. Floral Under a Rock live stream.
You don't hear me? You don't see me?
Can
you hear me?
No,
no.
You know what? We're actually pretending we can't. So relax.
Laurel, where can people find you on this great big beautiful web out there? And then if you can come back with a character, you're welcome to.
You can find me on Floral from Under a Rock. We need 400 of you to come over to our channel so we can get to 1,000 subs. So all of you do it. I'm gonna not poach you, but I'm gonna ask. Show me some love. We want to. So
we're gonna turn that into a campaign soon, by the way. And Floral does awesome ads and joke pieces. And actually, Floral, I think you and Paul and perhaps Script Doctor, we're gonna try and get together and create something really special involving a parody soap commercial.
Live right.
I have suggested something. Now, Paul, I don't know if you know this, but there's a soap brand out there right now that's trying to get people to play a video game, right? It's Roblox is the video game. I've come up with the perfect video game for, what are we calling it? Swallow soap? Is that what we're calling it?
Let's not spoil all the jokes right now.
The perfect.
Yeah, we should just talk about every gag for it right now.
Oh, never mind. I won't say it. Legend of Zelda. Go ahead. Keep going.
We are. I do need to announce that we do have a new channel member, and that is.
Aww, that's so sweet.
I just want to say, point of privilege.
Someone take his batteries out.
No. You be quiet, sir.
Battery's not included.
All right, but I'm gonna get going here, guys, because I'm gonna die. So I love you all.
Later, Floral.
Stay in trouble. Don't join gang. Have a good night. Don't let anybody take you.
Everyone.
Not like Valiant Renegade, but he did fight valiantly. I just want to say, I lodged a complaint. Hasbro is a problematic name. We need to go something like Has People.
Has People.
Has balls.
Paulie, I think we're about to lose you too.
Yep. Sorry, I have to go.
Taking that beautiful hat out and about. Now, you said it's a birthday party you're going to, right?
Later on, but we got a couple things to do. We gotta walk these dogs and do all kinds of stuff. You know how that is.
Understand.
Thank you for the invite again. And I would love to get you and Jonas on the slant, but let's talk about it.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. Paulie, speaking of that, where can people find you out on this great big beautiful web?
It's just the slant, Latino slant, and I put up a nice long spoiler review of The Flash. I saw it early,
Oh, I've got to see that.
There's a non-spoiler and a spoiler video, but that's the one I put up to just today was the spoiler one. And yeah, I mean, I cover a lot of ground and have a good time. I even have Tito on the show.
Polly, we got to get you on the channel. We're gonna have to do a recording sometime where we cover some topics that are both in our wheelhouses and make sure that you're not just una visitante in a futuro.
Yeah, I'm reading that Burn It All Down, the Hollywood expose. I got the book, so I've been reading that. There's some great stuff in there.
You're out there, and it's hard sometimes to balance out what is just okay. I had a boss I didn't like, and what is like this is a toxic culture that needs to go away. Leaning towards that second one, but I think there's some of that first in there. I would love to hear your take on that whenever you get your video about that out. I'm reading it too.
Yeah, and also too, like I don't know if anyone's here who actually worked in the business. Yeah, I don't count Chato. That's Canada. No,
not in person.
You know what? Chato knows exactly because he ran back to Canada when he got a sniff of how Hollywood works, man. And this book, it was hitting me, and I was having some memories about some stuff on some old bosses I used to work for in the 90s production. Wow. And then also too, just with Romy, who's a fine actor in town, my girlfriend, and just to get that hands-on, knowledge of her, maneuvering in the business every day. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. So we got to talk.
Let's do it.
Whenever you do it, I would love to see it.
We're going to be a part of it. We're going to be part of it. Take care, everyone on the panel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Chato.
All right, now, Jonas.
Bye, Polly.
Cute.
See you, Polly.
Corinthian leather.
Corinthian leather. I am Ricardo Montalban.
That's right.
All right, now, Jonas, I understand you as well. Do you need to go? I don't want to hold you
I think
over.
I'm okay for a minute, but we might need to rush through some super chats. Lauren, I think, might have to go as well.
Lauren, are you need to hop out?
Yeah, I was going to jump off. I did want to say I saw Oaktown Girl was in the chat trying to get my attention. I don't know what that was about, but she said she couldn't link me. That's because I wasn't logged into the main chat. Sorry, wasn't trying to ignore you. I just didn't see what you were asking. Other than that, congratulations, Pro. This is great. I really enjoyed this stream with everybody. Let's see where things hit next. I want to know when our next celebration is.
Well, I think it's a celebration for all of us. I don't like to think of this as being me. I think this is far bigger than me, and the best way to handle this is it being far bigger than me. And Lauren, you have been an invaluable part of this. One of the best things ever was pulling you into thatparkplace.com. And Lauren, can you show us your shirt? I see you're wearing a piece of swag for people who started out from the very beginning. Yeah, VI Pro or VIP. And it's got all the news that should be fun there, and also the let's go to the solo layout for a second. Hang on, there we go. So VIP team member, all the news that should be fun, and explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. We've got both the That Park Place logo and the Pro logo. That one's not in the store. That is just for people who started off from the very beginning, helping us out and doing all of this. And Lauren is an invaluable part of it. So thank you, Lauren.
Thank you. Have fun, guys. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
I love you.
I love you too.
Take care.
So much. Call me.
Shake your head.
He does a great Ray Skywalker impression.
I love your beard, sir.
Oh.
Matt G sent in a $1. It's not quite a super sticker. It's not quite a super chat, but either way, we appreciate you, Matt G. Thank you. Patrick Despain, member for 1 month, sends in Pro Shui. I don't know what that means. I hope it isn't anything crazy. Maximum Vantage for $5. Any chance or word on if any of the NCU movies will be live action?
None that I have heard so far, although I only know of 3 that are in actual development, and all of those I would assume are frozen at this time due to the writer's strike.
And one of
I
them
know
is
at least
world
Zelda
class
is.
track meet. I'm just
What's that?
joking. I said, and one of them is world class track meet.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
would
but there are
just
some
be-
surprises.
I would just be thankful if there was a live action version of the MCU.
instead of dead action at this point.
It would be amazing. Patrick Despain, hello again. For $2, can't wait for the TurboGrafx cinematic universe.
No, he's not wrong, man. They could actually adapt Bonk's Adventure, and that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love to see a Bonk cartoon. It was so hard for me to not say TurboGrafx 16 right there, because that was some good branding. Jose Martinez for $5. Hail Doomcock! Great news. His sources reveal the truth, and Disney is desperate for money. Yeah, that part's not incorrect. George Lucas is going to buy Star Wars back. I'm not sure. I'm so happy. Either way, thank you very much for the $5 super chat, Jose Martinez.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's not a super chat. That is the answer to
correct answer.
Yep. Mighty Orbots. Hail Latino Slant. I wish I could have got to it a little bit sooner. Wasn't able to do that.
I don't know why. That darn host. What's he doing slowing you down?
I'm amazed that they haven't done any of the text adventure games like
the mud. I mean, like the Mud Services Telnet style.
Yeah, show the text on screen.
Zork, the Grand Inquisitor, was that a text one too?
Planet Fall.
Surf Traveler for £2.
Nothing.
Got a super sticker, I believe.
Yep.
I've done that.
Fantastic.
I've done that where I forgot how to actually put something into the text field, and then I paid some asshole. It was like the drag.
Well, the good news here is, Surf, if you will tag Jonas, we'll get right to it.
I will try. You might need to tag Pro as well, depending on how this goes here. Angela Richter, member for 2 months at the potential level. Congrats on 20K.
Thank you so much. So kind
Thank you,
of you.
Angela Richter. Darth Apathy, Hibbity Habbity Who, Higgitus Figitus, gifted 1 wdwpro membership. Come for the super chats, stay for the gobbledygook.
You know, Darth Apathy, if you continue to do such kind things, we're going to have to rename you to Darth Empathy. Just saying.
That's very nice.
Oh, yeah. It's true. He's a very nice fellow. Or she. Don't want to misgender anyone. Jack White for $20. Hey, Jack White, thank you. That's a very generous super chat. Some good upcoming series to look forward to. The new Rurouni Kenshin anime, which premieres on July 7th. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5 premieres on July 12th. The new Psycho Pass movie Providence. I'm not sure if I pronounced all those words in the string they're supposed to be correctly.
I think you did good.
Premieres in North America on July 16th. Thank you, Jack.
It'll be an exciting month for anime. Very exciting month. And those production budgets are quite low. I suspect that more anime will be on the way as these studios realize that there's an ROI that looks much better for these than some of these Marvel-style films that have too much risk involved.
And when there's more anime on the way, the ROI is A-okay. Forgive me 1 second. I had to switch tabs here to catch some member stuff. Surf Traveler for £5. Hey, there it is. Zelda fans don't want the movie in the style of a Mario. Agreed. Yeah. Games revolved around serious themes, and even Wind Waker ending wasn't exactly family friendly.
So, well, yeah.
I'd have to agree with that. I've had... I've seen some young children actually have nightmares over some of the things in Zelda, specifically that Ganon in Tears of the Kingdom. That's intense stuff right there.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a good game without it.
Right. I'm not saying it shouldn't have been there. I'm just saying it does induce nightmares, which is something we've maybe lost in some of our children's entertainment.
Yeah. Children's entertainment at one point, and perhaps for thousands of years, was fairly intense.
And maybe on purpose, too.
That's right.
On Average Joe for $2. Congrats and thanks for the informative and fun videos. Well, thank you for being here on Average Joe.
That's right, Joe. You're the electricity that makes it work.
Yep. John Common for $5. Rate Mike Zero sources as being reliable from 1 to 10.
Let's put it this way. Not every periodical is intended to be read the same way. So perhaps Mike Zero is a different type of genre.
There's a great scene, a great line in Finding Forrester. Sean Connery plays a J.D. Salinger type, and the kid that he is coaching on learning to read, on learning to write well, he's reading the New York Daily News or the New York Post, or not the Post, Weekly World News or something like that. He says, "Man, why do you read that trash?" He said, "Well, the New York Times is dinner and this is dessert."
Here's a deep level joke for some of you out there. There's a place for the Wall Street Journal, and there's a place for the Midnight Star. We'll see if anybody in chat gets that one.
It's a good one. Jack Y for $10. Thank you again. The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 3 airs on July 13th. Classroom for Heroes airs on July 9th. Malevolent Spirits, Mononogatari. I don't know if I got enough no-nos in there. Season 2 airs on July 3rd. Reign of the Seven Spellblades airs on July 7th. And
July is sounding better and better.
Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War Part 2 airs on July 8th. And The Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King premieres on Netflix June 16th.
Okay. I'm in as long as Bleach has gotten better.
Well, Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King is one of the coolest names ever. One of the coolest titles you can certainly find.
Bleach had a fantastic first year.
Awesome.
And Jack White, you've been very generous. Thank you so much. TLJ Screwjob for $10. Unlike a Friday night show that gets 100,000 plus views.
We're diving. We're getting into the drama even more, baby.
Oh, well, yeah. Rant and call Doom blame when he isn't there to defend himself and no others defend him. I'm glad to not exactly know everything that's being said here. Again, we're not interested in the drama. We do enjoy veracity and perspective.
Watch this. This is how you handle this. We want the best for everybody. We want the best for all channels. We want to see growth for Friday night shows. We want to see growth for Doomcock. We're here to help everyone. Part of bringing the truth, explaining entertainment, and keeping people ahead of the culture curve is attempting also to hold the hands of everybody and bring them together. You can disagree without being disagreeable, and you can have fun even though it starts with two letters that aren't so much fun without the end at the end.
This is no fun for a cynic.
Tripping Orc gifted 5 wdwpro memberships. Thank you very much. And
Zug.
Irate Specialist for $2. My sources say Aquafina will voice Link. Oh no.
Okay, Irate. The video I'm coming out with, I do have some information about who might potentially be the voice. It's not confirmed yet, but they are reaching out. We'll see, but it's not Aquafina. Thank goodness it's not Aquafina.
All right.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, beautiful.
There are a number of issues there. Stephen, do you have the Scuttlebutt video ready?
Yes, I do. I'd have to.
We're going to hold it until the end, but we haven't forgotten about it.
Osmora 199. Hey, is that a 199 person?
I get
5
it.
WDW Pro memberships. Thank you very much for being here. 199.
Extremely kind.
Yes, thank you for the gift. Tommy Tables for $14 Canadian. I'm amazed at how these things cycle. Nintendo is on the cusp of recapturing its global dominance, similar to the 1980s. This gives me hope for Star Wars and other dying franchises at the moment.
Yes, competition does breed better product, we assume. Paul, is that fair to say?
Well, what is it they say? The rising water raises all boats.
Love it. It's my favorite phrase.
I mean,
and a storm sinks them all.
And it's akin to what I said about the pressure on James Gunn, is that he not only has to save DC, he actually has to save Marvel.
Oh my gosh, I had not thought of that. I had not put that together.
And that's actually the pressure, even though he has no control over what Marvel is doing, but his efforts could help Marvel if his stuff is popular.
Oh, when did you say that? Where did you come up with that?
In one of my videos, in one of my past.
I missed that one. That is a fascinating thought.
So that's actually one of his biggest pressures. So he is now, I won't repeat myself.
He's the fate of the industry. That's
correct.
Great.
No, that is prescient. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to skip one super chat here because it's a really good one and we appreciate this person. Irate Specialist, $2 Pro. Has Link ever talked before? Will excuse me. I think you're speaking about the video games specifically.
Yeah.
In the video games, yes, but almost never and extremely briefly.
Well, he has text, but he's never spoken to the best of my knowledge.
He did on
guttural noises don't count, so I'll agree with you on that.
Not in Nintendo versions, but didn't he speak in the CDI or Philips ones?
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's a deep cut.
He spoke in the old animated show too.
Yeah.
That's
CDI,
I think
the most-
originally where the "Excuse Me, Princess" came from. Yeah.
Yep. Brezer03 became a channel member at the potential level. Thank you very much. And this is the last super chat I have right here. Big Daddy MRI for $5. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but we appreciate you, and I appreciate all the help that you've given me helping to mod this channel tonight. Congratulations on 20K. Just the beginning of this, I am sure. Success, and keep on moving forward. Also, Apple TV Plus Silo is great episodic TV. Cheers. Thank you for the recommendation. I will definitely check that out.
I've seen the first episode. I'm holding my judgment until I see a couple more.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Steven.
I was just saying, if you want someone to watch, you have a chance to watch it. I recommend the miniseries, The White House Plumbers with Woody Harrelson. I actually enjoyed that. It was good.
Someone suggested that to me.
That's got Thoreau in it, right? He's a great writer. He wrote. Well, I'm not going to say what he wrote because I like it and no one else does. So I won't do him the disservice.
Okay, we have taste, Mr. Jonas.
I have to go, but I do want to point out again that Ren Garcia did send in a $100 super chat.
Holy
Absolutely. And Ren, send your mailing address to the email that we had down on the Chiron, and we will be sure to send you as well the 20K pint glass. It's the least we could do to say thank you for that super chat.
That's really generous.
Very, very kind.
Are you sure you're on the right program?
That's right.
Thank you for allowing us to siphon you.
Before FNT, you know.
Yeah, before Jonas takes off, though, I want to say one thing on behalf of the Park Place team. Like, you guys bringing me in, you guys deserve all of the all the accomplishments you guys have done since January. You guys have been welcoming. You have given everyone a voice, a chance to be part of your content. You have come at things that most people don't, while sharing opposite opinions and not going after people. I appreciate all of you guys here. It's well deserved, and I am very honored to be part of this team. Thank you, Pro and Jonas, Valiant, and everyone else. Even Lauren, I love him. Shadow's okay, but I need to siphon subs from him first. And Hugh,
yes, well, Stephen, you are an integral part of what we do, and from the very first thumbnails that you did, I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world have we come across this level of talent? And it's been great to watch you grow and grow. And as you have, the channel has as well. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, twice a week I do thumbnails for Pro, just for 2 videos. And thank you very much for ruining my life as I have to meet your standard of thumbnails.
I gave you all of the templates and transparent PNGs. I have to change the style every day. Okay.
Yes. All right, Steven, are you ready to show off your video that we've got?
It's in the bottom. It's connected to the Lord Farquaad, so you can play the whole thing if you want.
Well, I got to
know if it was ready or not.
Thank you so much for being here.
Jonas, where can people find you before you go?
Right here, except for, in a couple minutes from now. And also on That Park Place, where I'm an investigative reporter. And I do have a YouTube channel that I would like to get back to. It will be banned at some point. It's just waiting for it to get to a certain point. There's another super chat in the back. Somebody will have to catch that. Thank you, Sundowners.
I didn't go to an art school. I'm self-trained off an online editor. I'm technically a network engineer.
School. All right.
No, I'm serious. I'm all self-taught. I am a network engineer by degree. I worked in retail. I'm a bike messenger, or was. None of this is training except for one person that Pro introduced me to. It's all self-taught.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I'll see you later. Move myself here to the back, but probably going to be muted. Got to get ready for the next day.
Bye, Jonas.
All right.
Looking forward to
thank
seeing
you, Jonas,
you
for being here. Did we pull up the Sundowners super chat? There we go. It says from Sundowners, $35. Thank you so much for submitting this. Congrats, wdwpro, on 20K. Keep up the great work. Would love to have you on as a guest when Indy comes out and box office comes in for discussion. I think it's going to be very interesting. Well, Sundowners, thank you so much for the chat and the invite. Shoot an email over to wdwpro@protonmail.com or contact Jonas, and we'll see if we can get something arranged. It'd be great to be on with you. Thank you so much for that chat. And yes, I agree that Indy is going to be very interesting when it does come out. because it is one of the most expensive films ever made, and yet maybe one of the biggest losses any film has ever had. We're talking about a film that cost somewhere in the range of $332 million to produce, little alone market, and it is now being projected at, I believe, $60 million for its opening weekend
60.
domestically, and I believe that could drop down to 50.
All 60. I have to say on that is, ow.
I knew you couldn't leave.
Go
I knew
away,
you couldn't
Jonas.
Hang on. They're going to
there-
get their minions ready to
There
go
you
ahead
go.
and promote the film and everything to say it is really good looking. So don't forget about that.
Exactly. All right, now something that is good looking, but we hope does not end ourselves in the channel. Stephen, are we safe to play it, you think?
We should be able to play it, and if anything happens, since you're still under the time frame, you can always mute it in the studio afterwards.
All right, so I'm going to be on a little extra careful. We'll play some background music. And
The
here we
first
go.
part. Well, okay, the first part sparked what? You want me to fast forward?
No, let's watch it.
Again. Show me again. Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
I love John Larroquette.
Well, you just listen, Sebastian. I got that scuttlebutt. Hurry up. You'll be like, why would I drop that scuttlebutt? Okay, now how to love buttercup. From the women who washed all the clothes to the hunter who arrows the
Culture's so
bows.
excited.
Chatter all over the palace is that your Prince Eric is gonna propose. To somebody nobody knows. They're saying
Okay,
She wasn't even surprised about the vase flipping over. She was prepared.
No, I was
for
just
it.
ready to go on it, ready to catch it.
Yeah, ready to catch it. There was no. Oh, she can't die.
I gotta stop
No.
it. The chat's
Neither can the
die.
bird.
You're good, sir. I stopped it. The chat is
All
crying.
right. Well, it has been a fantastic journey to hit 20K.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, thank you.
inviting me
Congratulations,
on with
guys.
this great group of people.
Let me go around. Paul, where can people find you?
Prison.
On Call Me Chato. Stuff is
You're big time. We know it.
I'm
You're
big time.
the big cheese on here. We got it.
Mhm.
I'm doing when I enjoy it. I'm on no schedule.
Enjoying it, and we enjoy your content.
Thank you. I
Hughes.
think you'll like the next one. It's a very interesting take. So
Well, I didn't know that you did anything but that. So
no. Every once in a while, I think I come up with something that's an angle that no one's thought of. So I'm looking forward to it.
no one can call you obtuse. All right, Hughes, what do you got?
Well, y'all know where you can find me here on YouTube, Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News, as well as on Rumble. You can also find me on Twitter with at Mr. Rummy Rum. Also want to give a shout out to Eyes Wide Open in the chat. I've been seeing you putting in the comments and everything. Also stating when is the brother going to speak. Yeah, I saw that too. So thanks for having me, Pro. Thanks again. And also cheers to 20,000. No.
No more soy sauce for you. We remember that.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, where can people find you?
Find me on the YouTubes everywhere. Midnight's Edge After Dark, Midnight's Edge, hanging around wherever people decide to let me in,
Steven?
You can
Where
find me
are
on
you
YouTube. Oh, you can find me on my YouTube channel doing either 10 a.m. streams or 7 p.m. streams. You can find me here on Thursdays. You can find me on Valiance on Sundays. I'm on Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm eventually going to, I'm everywhere. If you see a
There you
thumbnail
go.
by Pro or Valiant, I'm there. Thank
There you go. All right, folks, we need to do one more trivia question. So get your hands on the keyboards if you're out there. You've made it through the show. Yes, and I see a comment talking about, Olaf says, I guess EBN had no knowledge how to enable accepting redirect guys. That is correct. They never did manage to do it. So you're going to Culture Casino, which may be late tonight. So you may be redirected for a while. But absolutely. All right, so here's our trivia question. For those of you who have hung in here all the way from the beginning to the end, let's see who gets this first. The question is, for the final 20K pint glass, when we did the intro in the beginning, Culture Casino was dancing in front of 2 Star Wars characters from The Last Jedi. Who are those 2 characters? Let's see if they can get it.
I was about to say it.
Were the 2 characters? All right, we've got Mavis speaking with the correct answer. Finn and Rose Tico. They were indeed the 2 characters that Culture Casino was dancing in front of. Mavis, please send your mailing address to
I got it wrong. I guessed Toady Fields and the amazing Mr. Limpet.
Poor Mr. Limpet. All right.
I was close with Toady Fields.
You could have had it. Could have had it. All right, folks. It's been a fantastic celebration of 20,000 subscribers.
Yep.
You all are indeed the electricity that drives it all.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
The mainstream media can't stand us, but they don't know that we cannot be defeated because...
Would it make you feel any better if you knew that what we're asking Matt here to do is a holy thing?
You see, we're on a mission from God. We're on a mission from God.
Now you're gonna put me right back in the joint. They're not gonna catch us. We're on a mission from God.
For those of you who did not see the intro, it's going to play as we outro. Thank you for being here for the 20,000 celebration. We hope to have many of these in the future. And one of the things that would make us most happy, most pleased, would be watching our panelists, our guests, our friends have success as well. And we can't wait to celebrate the milestones that are ahead for them just the same. So, folks, as we outro now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Now, the minute it looks like there's gonna be trouble, we got to nip it! Nip it